What is going on, you beautiful bunch of savages? It is Primetime 87, Caliber v Drizz, and of course the PlayStation bout on the line. CV, the current reigning champion, newly crowned, going to be taking on Müller in the co-main event. It is going to be a sensational night of fights. Joining me in the commentary booth is the one and only J-Dime TV to call all of this action, and of course the ever mighty Doc. How you doing, lads?
Guys, I'm feeling great. My bad, my energy not on humble level right now, but I'm feeling amazing because Primetime is back. Shout out to Doc here in the booth with us. How are you guys feeling, Doc?
Well, we got a stat card. As you can see, our main event is Caliber versus Driz. Caliber showed how well he can adjust to any weight class, as you saw last week with the light heavyweight. This time, though, he's all the way down in featherweight. That's a massive difference just in terms of speed, power, and agility and the footwork as well.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, he wasn't too happy about that light heavyweight division pick out of Camelot, but, you know, obviously a true champion rises to the occasion. That's exactly what he was able to do, make adjustments, high-level adjustments at that. It's what gets him, you know, win after win out here, Jay. But, of course, in the co-main event, as I mentioned, the one and only CV, the truth, as we coined in one of his previous performances, he is currently undefeated. He has recently secured that primetime gold, and now he's having his first defense up against Moolah, who, you know, is a dangerous and tricky foe for anybody standing across from him.
Yeah, but if anyone, like, they should know each other better than anybody because they're teammates. So, you know, they probably sparred hundreds of rounds. So it may not even be about who's better. It's about who's more familiar with the other's game, Doctor.
Yeah, well, you got Arnold Allen versus Yair Rodriguez, both of them more striking based, so you're going to make the assumption this is going to be a lot more about the strikes and landing cleanly. Especially where you pick like Yair, the man's got a really good health stats and really good striking stats. Grappling, those non-existent.
Dang!
At least in terms of the game. I'm not saying anything about actually being able to compete on the UFC roster, to be fair.
Doc coming in with all the shots, but yeah, he does play him, to be fair. He does play, yeah. So I can see that he's not, you know, massively rounded down there, but we'll see how that plays out. I do really like the Arnold Allen pick, and I know that you do as well, Jay. But as you can see, my man, this entire card is freaking stacked. Trixie up against Bossman, Smudger coming back and taking on one of the hottest and rising stars in the PlayStation division. It says KIA Blake, but now it's TT Blake. Recently made changes to his team. Honestly, brother, I go through this entire card. It is phenomenal. Is there any fights that stand out to you specifically, kind of like the sleepers?
Oh my god. My bad, guys. Smudger making his return against TT Blake. That stands out to me, and I know Humble wants Blake to get his ass whooped because he left KIA. So, you know, the love that Humble had for Blake is now gone, but I'm really interested in seeing Smudger's return. And then what if Blake upsets him? This could go either way, Doc.
It really could. Smudger making his return's a big step up. Blake, on the other hand, he's got that win streak. He's got that 4-fight win streak, so he's beaten the guys to get to this position. And now he's got to fight arguably his toughest challenge. If he beats this challenge, that's a clear shot at the title here.
Honestly, like Smudger, you know, kind of lost his championship on his final performance. He doesn't feel like that was a fair accounting of you know, what he brings to the table. Felt that you know, he had become a little bit too comfortable at the top, a little bit too complacent. As become kind of like a little bit typical now from Smudger. He came in to send me some messages leading up to this fight. You know, obviously, I was just saying it was good to see him back and everything else, and he was like, look, it's great to be back. I'm going to get this belt back so easily. It's going to be a robbery. And now because I'm hungry, I'm going to come back on a better win streak than I ever have in the past. Look, honestly, hearing Smudger say stuff like that kind of really fills me with some excitement, especially when he is going to have that dance partner of Blake. Honestly, it's going to be fireworks, man. Blake has been on a killing spree. But as we mentioned, Doc, we have so many great fights on tonight's card. It's honestly a bit criminal. We don't have the time to go through each and every one of them and kind of give you some build-up, but I think that it's about time that we get into that first fight. Let these guys show everybody watching at home what that primetime action is all about, and doing it first is Bravo, ranked number 35, going up against a veteran in primetime MMA, but actually making his debut this season in Raw Spooky. this one on the PlayStation side of things should make for a really, really fun fight on that.
Yeah, it should do. Spooky's known for that grappling-esque style. He wants to lay and pray, throw shots down, cause absolute havoc on the ground. So if you're Bravos, you're looking for good bottom game. You're looking to make sure that you can always stay active. And with a pick like Tony Ferguson, as we can see here, you've got to imagine that's going to be his main game plan here. Make his striking complicated, and when he gets on the ground, be chaotic. Make sure you're always maintaining full guard, and then possibly hunt for a rubber guard here, Jay.
Yeah, but when it comes to grappling, 11 Bravo is also known for his grappling. So this should turn out to be an interesting fight, Cyrus.
I did not know that. Bravo, I believe, won his first fight on the unaired section of the kind of card, or the event.
And he's TT. Wait, Bravo's part of TT too.
Nice. TT got some killers, bro. Like they're signing some great talent. I keep hearing, new guys coming through, and they tend to put on some phenomenal performances. I mean, we're going to be treated in this one. Spooky, like I said, debut. He's normally a kind of like a main card fighter. Definitely a gamer out here. Very, very difficult kind of forward pressure and wrestling to go with it. But 11 Bravo maybe the counter to that. Like you say, Tony Ferguson is wild on the mat. That 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu kind of combined with his unorthodox wrestling style, makes for an interesting kind of matchup on the ground.
Man, my bad. My game was lagging for a second, but yeah. I really want to see who has a grappling advantage, because I read in the chat, Humble said at one point, these were the two best grapplers in UFC at one point, Doc.
Yeah, well, you can see that. You can already see that Bravo's not scared to go down the ground, being the one to get to be the guy on top. On the feet, there was a lot of the jabs by Spooky. It seems like he wanted to get a read on that. Clinch work, though, goes straight into that. Now it's clinch. This is quite a nice position to do a lot of damage from, but I just can disengage and go back to the center octagon here.
The movement is great. I see like 11 Bravo looking for uppercuts and front kicks. He's aware that the takedown threat is going to be dangerous, but I have to say Spooky coming out here with some lunging strikes, lunging straight and mixing in some good combinations. He's obviously been making some adjustments to his striking out here, Jay, and I kind of like what I'm seeing. He's not rushing the takedown. He's working his hands, and I feel like he's having a good amount of success because of it.
Yeah, ooh, nice. Yeah, this is a good fight. And when it comes to these two, especially Spooky, his hands are underrated because everyone knows him as this guy who grapples and does really good on top. That makes you sleep on the striking, Doc.
Yeah, the straight of the takedown really opens up the striking because they're already scared that you're going to be diving for their legs, so that just opens up the head so much more. And as soon as the head gets opened up a lot more and they're worried about the head, you can get a takedown like so.
Yeah, keep them guessing for sure. Nice little hip toss into side control now. Obviously, Tony Ferguson going to be very active, trying to get that full guard. Undeniabled it and then secured it. The rubber guard's there, but of course Spooky is going to be massively aware of it, Jay. These guys obviously got to fight for every second in this fight. With two high-level grapplers, you don't want to let anything go.
Yeah, this is their... Nice, he gets the side control too. This is their wheelhouse right here. This is where they both want to be, but you don't want to be on bottom, Doc.
No, you don't want to be on bottom. If you're when you're both high-level grapplers, the worst place to be is on bottom because both of them know all the ins and outs, know how to build that GA. With 40 seconds left on the clock, though, if Ferguson can just keep Spooky busy from doing enough damage to win the round, he may have secured it, but that ground and pound landing not cleanly there.
I'm not. I wouldn't feel confident either way here, Jay, on who's won this round. I feel like they've tagged each other quite a bit. Maybe Spooky is leading a little bit, but nice work, Jesus.
He's trying to make sure they're trying to make sure someone won this round because it's tough to say how the judges judge grappling on this game. Do ground control really mean something? Yes, Gaslam's round. Now we see in the stats, Doc.
Mm-hmm. Looking at the stats there, it was definitely Gaslam. Although you can definitely see Bravo's unique striking style. He's playing very Tony Ferguson because you had the Superman punches, you had that spin back fist towards the end. I'm kind of half expecting the Imanari roll to come out at one point.
Nice. Well, just a little interesting stat from Mr. Humbleding, who's warrioring through in the back. 17k went on Bravo. He is actually a 4-1 favorite in this one. That's a lot of support going for this man, and maybe he'll answer that with a big rally in the second round after what was, at least statistically, a little bit of a difficult one for him.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, I thought he was gonna land that. Oh, nice.
Does land
But
the straight with the lead hook as well.
I think someone James Krause though. Somebody's James Krauseing these. Like Humble, I'm not gonna say it's you, but
I mean,
these lines every time is always swayed heavily to one. It's never even.
It's definitely Humble's our Kraus, bro. Gotta be careful of that. But nice little clinch. He's interrupting him. He's like crushing distance quite a lot, Doc. 11 Bravo is. I'm getting tagged right now though, and that has to be a little more in and out front kicks the lot.
He's been trying to land that for the entire fight so far. That lead hook, though, by gassing him, it seems like Southpaw's giving Ferguson a slight bit of issue in trying to get slipping off to the side.
Yeah, and like I said, even though they're both great grapplers, both of them are showing their striking pedigree. They're not just grapplers; they're showing their well-rounded mixed martial artists. Cyrus.
100%, man, 100%. You love to see it, right? Sometimes you see two high-level grapplers, and this is what you get. Oh my goodness! Honestly, on the mat, you absolutely know that it's going to be a difficult time. They're going to have to push each other, and the stamina is going to be taxed as a result. So the striking is kind of almost the last. Oh my God! Sits him down again.
That was a I mean, it's the fact Ferguson managed to get a deny on that takedown after Spooky's weird entrance, and that is impressive as it is. Then followed by that knockdown, that's 10 times more. Bravo having a lot of success here this round.
Oh. Yeah, this is 11 Bravo round, and the discipline, he didn't fall for the first takedown fake, and the discipline he had to deny that takedown was crazy, Cyrus.
Yeah. Oh my God, he lands the straight on him, goes to the body afterwards. Good job from 11 Bravo to survive it, but he ain't out of the woods yet. Still a minute 25 left on the clock. Trying to get those front kicks working, but the head health blinking continuously.
Elbows coming out there. Takedown following suit. Now into the possibility of static guard, but Ferguson getting straight back up to his feet.
Sheesh. Yeah, Tony's a weird pick. I would never pick Tony on this game, especially at this point in this game. No disrespect to Tony, but he's ass on this game at this point.
Yeah, he's been like
nerfed.
Yeah, nerfed. I couldn't think of the word. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah,
he's been nerfed heavily.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he used to be meta at some point. Like, he was a pretty legit pick, being able to double leg bail and then just go into the guard. That high kick by Bravo is a strike that seems to be, he's really wanting to land, but just how difficult he getting through that block.
It's a great fight.
It is, yeah, and I like the fact, right, that 11 Bravo in that second round right there, I think it's actually maybe even what set up the knockdown. He started to recognize that Spooky was dipping his head quite a lot. And he's been working in like jab straight uppercuts. He's been throwing in the front kick for when he leans back. It's been really, really nice, the adjustments that he's made, and it's put him in a nice little position coming into this third round where he's definitely in it for the win.
It's the third and final round, the most important, as Humble would say, and both of these guys acting like such, trying to find holes in their games when they can. The rear hook coming over, counter pull elbow just being out of reach. Straight drops Ferguson, and now it's down to Bravo to equalize it.
Yeah, it's 1-1 right now, so he needs a big move because realistically, I know he's not going to, but Calvin Gastelum can kind of pick his shots because he has this round one, Cyrus.
Oh my God! The front kick!
I gotta be quiet. I have to shut up. I jinxed you. I apologize. My bad, Spooky. I gotta stop talking. I jinxed you. Oh my goodness. That's my fault, not yours.
Yeah, he's definitely the agent for TT.
Bro, I mean, he's been setting that up the entire fight, though. Credit where credit is due. I mean, maybe he's watched some tape and knew that it was there because that was a strike that he was going to from the get-go, but this is a nice round for him, bro. Big drop, and now he's back in the driver's seat, truly.
He's got to be wary, like that head help is already blinking. Ferguson gets stunned? I was trying to work out who was stunned there, Jesus.
Oh, man. I'm just gonna stop talking because every time I say something, the opposite.
God, bro. The front kick once again from Tony Ferguson.
I know their heart racing because my heart is racing. Someone's waiting for one big opportunity right now.
Nice little work, jab straight. These guys just like, popping at each other. Big overhand from Spooky, misses. But he is out here throwing for the fences at this point, Jay. Trying to get that finish. Does not want to leave the judges in this one.
It's like they both realised how much...
Oh, is it over? Is it over?
No, yes. Who knows?
No. Oh, my
God, bro. Spooky.
Gee, that was a fight and a half. Jesus.
Bro, I'm
Yo,
Spooky. What a way to come back, Jay. What a fucking way to come back, bro. Adversity on the way, but he gets the finish, and the majority of that was all done down to his hands.
Yeah, just a war. That was a war. If it would have went either way, I would have been happy. Just a great fight. Anything could have happened. And he found the counter he was looking for and put Tony Ferguson away and stop sanctioning Tony Ferguson to fight. It's time for him to retire, guys.
I would agree, bro. I would agree. Spooky put a point on it here this evening, man. He's back in a big way. 1-0, gets a finish, gets all those extra points, Doc, which, you know, is going to be a nice little boost to him. He has a few to go, of course, but if that performance is anything to show by, he's rounded out his game even more so than what he had already. And, of course, he may be on his way to big things here back in primetime MMA towards the end of the season.
Yeah, it seems so. That was an impressive fight and a half, and that was just the first fight on the card. If that's anything to go by, the next bunch of fights, Jay, should be mental.
Whoa, this is only the second fight.
Bang Bang versus Fad.
This is only the second fight? Bang Bang versus... Why is this... That could be... That's such a crazy fight. Fad and Bang Bang as the second fight on prelims. That's insane.
Well, honestly, guys, we expect big things. There was a little minor delay on that first fight, so we're just going to get that quickly sorted as these guys square up and get ready to go. But honestly, guys, like I said in the past, and coined by Bane himself, actually, the primetime guarantee is a real thing. I know that we've been highlighting it over the first couple of cards, or, you know, in the opening part of 2023, but we have like a 98% finish rate this season, 91% or 91 to 93% across the entirety of 2022, and it's from performances just like that. It is from the likes of Spooky coming through, Bravo coming through, leaving it all on the line, and of course, these next guys need very, very little introduction, Doc. Bang Bang himself, the leader of B3, the guy that kind of developed that style. I know that you love to watch this guy do his thing in that cage, bro, and he is going up against one of the best in the business, making his return in this season, Fadinator. 1-0, bro. Not often you're going to get to say that with Fadinator. 1-0 at the moment, and he is looking to make a splash at the end of this season.
Yeah, well, there's not really anything you can say, but we might as well try it. Bang Bang, the man, the myth, the legend, will come at you in a cage, throw every strike possible, and look to make you unconscious, win the first round. If not, he's not going to have a gas tank. Fadinator, the man, the myth, the legend. Champion status, former champ, massive feud with Trixie, who's 11-2, giving him a couple of his losses in previous seasons. He knows to score. He's a veteran of the game. He knows how to fight as well. These two, second fight of the night, you know you're in for one hell of a card.
That's well said. That was well said, but you forgot Doc's favorite fighter, Bang Bang.
Which is ironic for saying I'm a grappler, but that's beside the point.
That shows he has a fan-pleasing style right there. Because you're a grappler and you love to watch Bang Bang.
They started out quickly. You see the combinations coming. Fadinator is a man that knows how to block, break that block also. He will meet fire with fire out here. You can see it already. It's exchanging every single second. Only 30 seconds into this fight, lads, and they are already landed a record amount of strikes.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy. The pace already is insane. I didn't know Jimmy Rivera still had it because I know he joined the police force. I didn't know he could still fight in a cage. And you seen what John Dodson been doing at Bear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He is sleeping people, brother. That guy is a little powerful at best, bro. He just bounces around that cage, knocking anybody out that he touches. Little 1-2s down the line for Bang Bang. Gonna point this out as well, Doc. Bang Bang took this on 0 seconds notice, up against one of the toughest guys who have ever walked the scene, and he gets it!
Elbows coming out by Fadinator, using anything he can get, but Bang Bang being the first one to stun him. It looks like Fadinator's also tempted to kick the legs out to reduce the damage overall, but he's having some issues here so far.
Yeah, he's having a problem. Both of them having a problem because these shots are so close that one strike can stun anybody. They're in the pocket. They're in the phone booth, Cyrus. Never mind, they're wrestling.
This is illegal.
This is illegal.
This is illegal
against Bang Bang. He said, forget the rules. I'm grappling him.
This is the thing that made Fadinator champion on multiple occasions, his ability to adapt to his opponents. He was meeting fire with fire, didn't like the thing, you know, the beats he was getting, got stunned, got clipped a little. This double leg could be vital to keeping himself undefeated in this season. He's being active down here, J-Dime, which you love to see, and you've got to imagine that he's going to be really trying to work this next 1 minute 55 to try and get back up on the judges' scorecard.
Yeah, and nice sweep.
Oh.
That's nice. Oh, Bang Bang said, I've been working. I was prepared for this. I knew you would try this.
Yo, Bang Bang, brother. Everybody's going to shoot that double at some point. They're trying to pick up that ankle at the earliest possible convenience, Doctor. I mean, look, it's hard not to because the pressure is insane, and he does it on the mat as well. He will throw strikes till the ends of days. As you see these ones stacking up nicely on Fadinator.
Are we sure this is Bang Bang?
This is the new and improved Bang Bang. He said, I am more than a striker. I grapple now too. I do it all. That's what he's trying to show.
I respect it. Throwing those chops in top mount, he's not afraid to just go mental. 30 seconds left though on the clock, and Fadinator's got to do something big here to secure the round. He is in top mount, gets put out of it though as his opponent goes to side control, gets a nigh there, and with 10 seconds left on the clock, I can quite happily say that's probably Bang Bang's round.
Oh, yeah, as you're saying that, Fadinator has something to say.
As I say that.
Right there in the chat, Bang Bang's on the juice. Yeah. He's come out
here. He's on
juice to the skills, bro. We encourage it. We want the best Bang Bang, the best Fadinator. These guys.
Yeah, we encourage it. Listen, everything's legal. No use out of testing. You can look like Uberim. It doesn't matter as long as you put on the best fights.
Hey, who doesn't want to see Uberim do his thing? Oh,
factual.
Nice.
Oh my.
The side steps, everything is, honestly, this is so dialed in from both guys.
Oh my. I feel like when you fight Bang Bang, it's a rule. You have to fight this fight. It has to be an entertaining, crowd-pleasing fight. No other option, Doc.
Fighting like Bang Bang, but all of a sudden, pinned him against it. Jesus.
Look, Fadinator's done this to people before, but if he can do it, to Bang Bang, obviously I think the mixing in and grappling is vital, but that takedown defense solid.
He's trying to beat him at his own game right now. This is high level traffic right now. Ooh.
This is fight of the night so far. I'm running second fight.
Oh my
Jesus, these two.
Ooh.
Might be one of my new favorite matchups of all time. I'll be honest with you, Bang Bang v Fadinator. This is a dream matchup, and it is playing out. Considering that this wasn't even booked less than an hour ago, and this is the action that we get.
Oh my God! This is just beautiful chaos. That's what this is.
This is beautiful destruction.
Yeah.
Both of them knowing each and every bit they can, and this is the performance. I think it helps that they're like John Dodson and Rivera as well.
Oh, brother, it's not going to be long, I'm telling you. I feel that the next 2 minutes, somebody's done.
Head elf blinking from low style, flashing there, straight overhand, somehow not go through. Where's Bang Bang's block? I've just noticed it's gone completely.
No, it doesn't exist. His block is
gone. His head elf exists either. Has going for the finish, going for the shots, now he mounts, bringing shots down, and Fahad gets the win. Jesus.
It's crazy. That's one of my favorite fights.
Okay, bro, just nothing better than that. That is pure violence.
Just have a card of that, please.
That is everything we wanted to see, and some, brother. I mean, look, I'll book these guys every single fight of every single event if they put on performances like that. That is fucking madness. Look, genuinely, win, lose, doesn't really matter. Both of these guys, stand up, take a freaking bow. Everybody in the chat showing some love. That fight was crazy. Doesn't quite cut it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fight.
That was mental. That was
Bang
Bang looked like he had it several times. The first round he got the stun, then got the reversal on the ground. That second round he got a couple of knockdowns, but Fad came back, did Bang Bang like Bang Bang does everybody else, and then just got the finish somehow. It's impressive showcase by both of them. That was mental.
That's crazy. Like, I know their heart was racing because that was high level traffic. They were just that's crazy to me. That's one of my favorite fights.
Look, I'm telling you, the fact that those guys can fight at that level, you know what they were doing at the speed that they were doing it at? That is fucking mental, man. Like I said right on the last event, I'm trying not to swear anymore. Watching stuff like that, it's hard not to, man. It is hard not to. It needs it just to fully accentuate how impactful and how crazy it was. But it sets up the next one, and I'm telling you that this is the perfect fight to follow the last. These guys, brother, Jamie Bucks back at it. I know that you're familiar with him as well out here, Doc. He is a sensational competitor, been around the scene for a long time, has had some difficult fights opening up this season. He's ranked number 33 at the moment, taking on ranked number 34 in a new addition to Primetime's roster this season, Lyric MMA, but a man who has put on sensational performances since he's been here. And he looks to continue that here this evening for himself and his new camp he joined, LW. Obviously, LW is not a new camp, but he's joined them recently. So I think that this, is a big opportunity for him to show the adjustments that he's made.
It'll be interesting to see. Lyric's always one of these guys who's been about the place, he's had a difficult time making his name, I think. But as time goes on, joining an LW camp, that's going to help him progress, help him make himself known. Again, someone like Buck, this is exactly the type of style you want to. Bucks went 0-2 to begin with, and now was on a 3-fight win streak. Now fighting Lyric, so for both of these, this is getting them up there, looking to push towards the main card here.
Honestly, just to sorry to jump in there, Jay, but just to kind of cover this, it may be my fault also that Lyric was struggling to build his rep a little bit. I carried on calling him the wrong name. I carried on saying he was part of Red.
Right, so here we go as round one gets underway.
That is my bad, but he is now making a statement. He's standing out in some of those performances, looking real good.
Yes, we are going to get a striking match. One guy.
I'd like to apologize to him too, because he said he got hit with the J-Dime curse a few times. I apologize.
It's a real thing, bro. Oh my goodness, Jamie Bucks got full elbow.
Jesus, and killed the body.
Fastest knockout.
That's what I say about that? That match is. Oh
bro,
my god.
Done.
Done.
What the heck?
Apollo. Okay. Yeah.
That was a Hey, that match didn't last a minute. That was not a minute. That
Wasn't even a minute.
Sure.
We got to 4:23 on the in-game timer, and that's accelerated. So that's less
That's the
than.
fastest fight I've seen in a while.
That's about what, 15 seconds? I want to say IRL.
Yeah, I think that might be the fastest knockout in primetime history. We might have one other. I think maybe Magical
One
Cloud.
other may have been a couple of years back against Magical Cloud, but I think this season and last season combined, yeah.
There's no way that just happened that fast. Like, there's actually no way.
Bisping was looking good. Then he got pull elbowed, and then he had no body, and then he got killed as he went down.
Look, you say you look good, okay? Lyric is a good player, but he threw 3 punches. He didn't have enough time to look good, bro. That pull elbow into the body combination. I mean, I don't know what he had in his gloves, but I reckon he had dust. Like dusters in there or something. He's hitting him with anything more. Yeah, cement. He's loaded his gloves in one way.
No, that's that's crazy. Why was that match so fast? He didn't even take a punch for real. He's like, oh my. Wow.
Let me see your stats. I want to look at the stats.
No, you should have shown the stats, man.
Well then, condolences to Lyrics, congrats to Bucks, I suppose.
Yeah, man. Look, honestly, sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Ultimately, that fight right there, I mean, it was sensational, right? It was
sensational fight. It was sensational performance.
That's what I mean. It's a sensational knockout from Jamie Bucks. This guy is a veteran, man. It was a pleasure having him back on that on the card here this evening to compete. I was looking forward to it. Low key, he sent me a message in like the primetime general chat recently, and like I said, I was expecting something big up, against Lyric MMA, because Lyric's honestly, he's a really tough opponent. but he just didn't have an opportunity here. He got clipped with the perfect punches, landed at the perfect range with the perfect timing, and Jamie Bucks picks up a big-ass W. 4 fights on a bounce, Jake.
He couldn't show that he's tough. You say you're a tough opponent, I agree. He's a tough fighter. He didn't get a chance to show that, though.
He didn't, bro.
It ended too fast.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, right, this night is set up to be fucking madness. Because the next fight is another one that's low-key, just got 2 dogs on it, man. These guys go to war.
These two are mint.
They go to war every time, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, Taz and Austin obviously formerly Karen Till. Taz has been around the scene now for, I think, 2 or 3 seasons, and, I mean, this fight in featherweight, well, they're actually... Is this featherweight or welterweight? Sorry, they're actually on
featherweight.
It's feather.
It is feather.
It's feather.
They're currently going Ben Askren and CM Punk, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there. I don't think that's actually going to be their matchup, but
I think that's what they're trying to do, because you don't randomly stumble upon CM Punk and Ben Askren. You got to scroll down to get there.
Yeah. That is very, very true. I'd imagine that this is going to get corrected in a moment. These guys are at
hopefully
featherweight. Yeah, hopefully so. There's a lot of picks for
okay.
featherweight as well.
Featherweight.
Okay, so they're going to be on the right fight. I'm going to be gone for 10 seconds, and by the time I come back, they're going to be on the right fight. I hope.
You have missed. They have gone in. The worst timing Jay's ever had, bro. That's hilarious. But look, honestly, it's a bit disappointing. So obviously they do get they're not going to get their full points here. This isn't what we run. But
not even 4 stars. One of them's 4 stars. Calvin Covington isn't.
So we're going to have to go across. This fight cannot happen. They're not actually. It's very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. This is what you get when you do not read the rules. I want to say that, but ultimately, dog, these guys have been around for a while now. They know the score. This is not a choice. Maybe do you think that they just didn't know they were live because the last one was so quick?
I don't know. Are they there? They on the right fight?
So no, they actually went into a fight as random, and Taz got Colby Covington. I don't know if they know that they were up, to be quite honest with you, because the last fight was so quick. Maybe they had sparred each other.
Oh, maybe they were sparring.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we're just going to kind of move on for a moment, and we will come back to them in a second. Obviously, after the next fight, we'll move on to the next one for the moment. We're not going to wait for this to play out, because they're probably not going to see the message until that point. But that's enough of that. We will move on. It is going to be up next, Amazon and TK Josh. These guys active this season outright, especially Amazon, 8-8 record at the moment, about 50% clip, but he is a live or die by the sword type of character, dog, as shown by his record at this point, going up against slightly newer but very, very active in the last couple of weeks. TK Josh currently now 3-2. Lightweight is the weight class. 2 guys that are hungry, looking to get up in those rankings, try and breach the top 20, top 15 if they can, and this, if they can get a W here this evening, will be one nice step in that direction.
Yep, TK, both of them are TK actually. Amazon part of the TK as well now. So,
okay, cool.
Teammates of your teammates seems this time just to get up there, both ranked 21 and 23. That's kind of what happens when you get to this position. It's all about one win can normally get you into that top 15, and this is where you are now. So it's sometimes you have to fight teammate versus teammate.
It is what it is. That just happens. When you're moving up the ranks, you may have to fight a teammate. But the most important thing is, do not throw the game against your teammate, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've only ever had that once, and look, ultimately that guy he's disappeared, bro. He's gone in the ether, and won't be seen again. But it's like you say, against a teammate, if you understand, right, that these guys are going to go in. There's not going to be like any hate in it. It's about the competition. But you may as well take that opportunity to make sure that, you put on a fantastic fight. Because when you sparred against these guys a lot of the time, right, it's a bit of a shame that one of you has to lose at the other one, of course. You'd want it to be a title fight, if anything at all. But sometimes that's just the way it lines up. And you may as well take advantage of the reads that you've had, those fantastic spars that nobody gets to see in the back. This is a perfect opportunity to show why you're such an entertaining fighter, because you get to showcase that against a guy that you know really, really well, though.
Yeah, especially as you can see, the previous fights have been absolute mental mental showcases for both fighters. Now you have two teammates who know each other back to back, as you said, and so they can show off all their little bits and pieces to really put on a performance of the night.
Yeah, and here's the thing. When you're moving up the ranks and you're so close in ranking to your teammate, you want to see your teammate do good, just not better than you, Cyrus. Oh.
Yeah. But you're exactly right, brother. Especially, look, and ultimately, like you say, when you get into this situation now, they're fairly new to this championship, everyone's in at least, right? So maybe they're not kind of that close quite yet, and this is, I imagine, pure competition. It always is when Amazon's there, bro. He's a game guy. He's not going to let anybody kind of just get a W over him or take it easy. He wants to secure those victories, and he wants to do it in an entertaining fashion. Hence, the Anthony Pettis pick, which, you know, let's be honest, is a nice little pick for Amazon, because he does like to go with some fanciness in his style out here, though.
Yep, well, as you can see, a spinning heel kick there by Amazon as well. The fanciness style suits, especially with Pettis, just because of his nature of a lot of wild shots, while Masvidal's more strict, more basic in his style. A Superman punch get clipped with a straight, though, axe kick coming out and a body shot to follow afterwards.
Kick. The stream's kind of jumping a little on their end. Hopefully it's not impacting their fight. It doesn't appear to be, Jay, as they continue to throw bomb after bomb. King Amazon's fighting kind of in the pocket with Jorge, which is maybe not advisable considering that's where his boxing is going to, you know, pay dividends.
Man, well, it looked like they lag boxing right now. That's what it looks like right now. Yeah. Like this looks like PlayStation 2 graphics right here, Doc.
Yeah, to a point. Digging down to that body, keeping on the straight, digging down again as well. It's looking like Josh.
Oh!
I was going to say wanting to go to the body, but he decides to try a flying knee out of nowhere.
Bro, that flying knee hit him so hard, it fixed his internet connection, because now there's no longer...
Crazy.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
He didn't punch him hard enough. Ooh.
Yeah, for anybody that's obviously in the chat, we apologise. Not fully within our control, of course. I believe our camera's all good. It is host stream issues, but it is going stable every now and again, and we hope that continues as they go across the next potentially 11 minutes of this fight. I don't think it's going to go that long, though, Doc, because these guys are getting a little crazy out there. Oh my god!
Gosh.
Maybe not for very much longer, as you can see. Masvidal throwing shots down, and he gets it.
Sheesh.
I like it, bro. Look at it. I know that it was a bit choppy and this, that, and the other, but look, Amazon, like I said, kill or be killed. He came out here, pressed the action, even with Pettis, got inside the pocket, tried to throw some strikes. One beautiful slip counter from Jorge Masvidal lets that right hand land with vicious intent. The ground and pound follow-up, Doc, was all that was needed to separate Anthony Pettis from his consciousness, and ultimately, versus MMA, gets a big W in this one.
Yeah, he put in performance, was able to read his opponent, then get the slip top to the side, get the counter shot at the very end, landing the flying knee earlier, and just pulled off that fantastic KO shot there as well.
Ladies and gentlemen,
well, we are moving on quickly, man. We are moving on quickly. I'm not sure exactly how long. I think we've been running for a half an hour, 45 minutes, and already we are 5 fights deep into this one. We have Farmer's Friend up against EK Elitus next. These guys 2-0, both of them, Jay. It is lovely when you see undefeated prospects match up, and these guys have been doing it all right. I mean, to be undefeated at 2-0, it's obviously a great start to find yourself. I mean, 20-24, a big win here pushes them up into that top 15 potentially.
Yeah, I've never seen Farmer's Friend fight. I've never seen that name in my life. So now I'm
Money the Savage.
So now I'm really interested to see them fight.
So yeah, they are about ready, I believe, or hopefully they will be. I'm getting word in the back that just Farmer's Friend is actually shaving some final weight. I mean, he's a farmer. He's been working hard out there, and didn't have the opportunity to cut those final pounds. So we're going to be patient with him for this second as he gets all set up. But ultimately, as we look forward for the rest of the card, of course, we have 2 other fights on the prelims here this evening, Doc. Wino up against Mudkips in middleweight. We'll be following that, ranked number 19. I don't have Mudkips ranked. Do you know his rank by any chance, brother?
Not off the top of my head, but I believe his record's 3-3, so he's a solid veteran of the PlayStation side. Knows the ins and outs for the most part, though.
Nice. And then, quite honestly, we haven't mentioned this fight at all yet, and it's a bit criminal, but it is the featured fight of this evening, J-Time. It is going to be Ken Muer, ranked number 18 in the Xbox division. He is 3-1 at this moment. I believe he lost his very first fight and has come back on a three-fight winning streak. Doing fantastically, along the way. He has looked very, very clean, but he is going up against the undefeated prospect, rising through the Xbox division here in CW, Ed Parker, ranked number 21, and he has his eyes set on that primetime gold by the time season's out. If he keeps winning, brother, it may be around the corner for him. He's looked real good so far.
Yeah, Ed Parker has looked good. So has Kenmore, and Ed Parker been talking about he's going to get that belt. He's got the belt everywhere else. He hasn't got that PT belt, and he's determined to get it. But he has to get past a really tough test to move up the rankings against Kenmore, who is not going to lay down for anybody.
He isn't, brother. And look, one thing that it was actually Humble that mentioned this. I know Humble's in the back now, but he mentioned this last time out about Ed Parker. If Ed Parker gets through this fight, okay, and he cannot look past Ken Muller, right? But if he does get through this fight, it means that he will likely be on the main card next time out, Doc. And that means that he gets to use his favorite pick in Conor McGregor. He hasn't been able to use him yet. And when he gets up,
McGregor is 4 stars.
Is he now 4 stars across the board?
No, he had a 4-star version of him in February too. One of them are. So he could have picked. When he picked Patty for one fight, he could have picked Conor. I feel like he's been saving him.
Well, that's a very good one. I didn't realize that they had downed him in both weight classes. So if that's interestingly enough, doesn't really apply here. But so from what I'm hearing, these guys just getting potentially a replacement sorted for Elitus. Elitus is available. Farmer's friend, don't know what happened to him. He maybe got lost in the fields. Hopefully he's okay, not stuck in a trench anywhere. Yeah, bro, like that. I don't know what's good, but from what I hear, Austin and Taz may be now good. So we may as well go back to that. If what I'm hearing is correct.
Seems like a slight bit of confusion happened. I don't somehow, although all the cards said featherweight, they misread it and thought welterweight.
They just read
weight.
That happened. They just read weight. Didn't read the first word.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's quite possible. I don't know how. Yeah, maybe, but that's their reason. Let's go with it. They've got featherweight this time, so it should be a good fight. Okay. They're doing the fight now. Put it this way.
Well, we get to see it either way. Cub Swanson up against Dustin Poirier. Featherweight is the weight class. Both of them 4 stars. I think this will be a fun one, man. I love Cub Swanson. I'm just gonna really see how. Never mind. Going random doesn't really work. The thing is, if Taz now gets an above 4-star fighter, he's gonna be disqualified.
There's a way for him to prevent that. There's a way for him to prevent that.
Fighter.
By picking a fighter.
Yeah, that's way too. Because if you're on top fighters and press random, you're gonna get a top fighter. If you go on A to Z, you get a different fighter. You may get some.
Yeah. So,
but you also risk it.
But just pick a fighter though. That solves everything.
Yeah, Taz is kind of being a bit weird here. And looks like Karen Taylor as well. But just interestingly enough, Ed Parker's in the chat saying that he's had Conor McGregor banned in both of his first 2 fights.
They're smart.
They're smart, bro.
This is the issue.
This is the issue. Hold on. This is the issue right here. What just happened is the issue right here. He got Brian Ortega, and someone had Charles Rosa. There's a problem here.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm about to headbutt the wall.
Well, that is. So yeah, I mean, he knows. I think he knows he's disqualified. We're just gonna move on, guys. I don't think we'll be seeing Taz fight here. I don't think we'll be seeing Taz fight here again. But I could be wrong. That sort of stuff. See, it just kind of ruins the momentum of the night, and it's not that deep. But ultimately, it's not kind of what everybody is turning up to see. So, unfortunate, guys.
Refund on points here.
Yeah.
Refund these points.
Well. Ultimately, yeah, that's ultimately.
Hopefully, well,
intro is replacing from what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Doc, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, brother, but
no, intro does seem to be doing. I think these two should get us back into it. Farmers seems got stuck up the mighty tree of doom, and so instead we're going to have EK Elitus versus KM Intro. Should be a fun fight.
Yes, sir. Well, without further ado, they are ready, so we're going to get back into it. We apologize in the momentary lapse in action. One of those things that there are idiots all around the world, apparently, and that's what played out in the last one. Kind of into this one, though, Conor McGregor is on the cards. Anthony Pettis is standing across from him. Now, obviously, we're going to need to see Anthony Pettis play long here, I would imagine, Jay, because Conor McGregor has that left hand from hell, and obviously such good timing and speed. You're not going to want to get inside with the sort of boxing that Conor McGregor possesses on this game.
Yeah, but introspectively has a really good style, or KM Intro has a really aesthetically pleasing style of striking. Like, it's a fan favorite style of striking. I want to say you should grapple him, but not with Conor, Doc. So
Not with Conor. No, if anything, Intro wants to be the one grappling, and we all know Intro's. He's a bit like Bang Bang when it comes to grappling. He can probably do it, but he just doesn't want to.
I don't know. Bang Bang looked like he can grapple today, okay? He looked like he wanted to grapple today.
Intro can grapple as well, to be fair to the dude. He's part of the KM, although they're mainly star strikers, they do have the ability to grapple when needed.
So we're trying to do the little pull back counter right there. Nice little spin push to the head, rocking this body. I mean, look, gotta remember, Jay, Intro's best ever performance, maybe the best ever performance I've seen in this cage, was with Anthony Pettis. He works the lunging strike so well, he times his kicks. I mean, honestly, perfect taekwondo from this man. All of his inputs are clean, and he's gonna need that every step of the way to beat Elitus here, who is a phenomenal competitor and has got a solid pick in Conor McGregor.
I'll tell you the problem when you're going against Intro. It's tough to beat him if it's going to be a clean fight. You have to make it a dirty fight. You gotta make it a fight. Don't just let him take pictures and just, you know what I'm saying, cleanly strike with you, Doc.
Yeah, giving Anthony Pettis this distance is going to cause issues. McGregor works best when you're on that front foot and you're making your opponent whiff and you're landing big counters afterwards. Pettis works best when he has all the space in the world to work, and now Elitus is starting to change that. That's a beautiful shot, but doesn't get the stun. Works that body as well, digging down as well. This looking like both of these guys are probably going to work their stamina to really open up their ability to fight here.
Man.
Elitus is letting those hands go, Jay. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, he will throw on empty stamina, but you know that he is hitting hard every step of the way.
Yeah, but there's one thing I like that he did. He sidestepped the jumping back kick to the body. One more sidestep, if you get a free counter, he's going to stun him. So he's probably looking for that, Doc.
Yeah. That lead teep by Elitus is an interesting move. You don't see it too often, but Elitus really likes using it, and he's able to get quite a lot of distance to push his opponent back, especially when he's like against towards the cage and you just need room to come back in the middle and reset. It's working really nicely there.
Oh my Jesus.
Ball from Intro. I mean, these guys using high-level techniques. You see the, running straight from Elitus a moment ago, interrupting his opponent, and then of course, I mean, just what Intro does, man, it is masterful in the cage. His inputs is so clean.
Oh my goodness. That's what I'm saying. He has to, Conor has to get there and put some hands on him. Close this distance and do not let him just cleanly fight you.
I do like those teeps that you were mentioning a moment ago, Doc. If he can go back to a couple more of those, he may start having some success interrupting his opponent. But you can see that the stamina now starting to weigh on Conor McGregor a little bit. He had to get very active in that round, and his cardio may not hold up if Anthony Pettis continues to work the body in key moments like he has been. Intro has got an eye for timing that, and my God, has he been landing it perfectly in this fight.
Yeah, he has been working it very nicely, very controlled. If I'm Intro, I'm working that body more, because that's how you beat McGregor, because McGregor's a pain to deal with when it comes to the boxing side. But if you can get the stamina down and open and make a bigger vulnerability window for yourself to then counter, you're going to have a lot more success.
Man, I think Conor needs to mix up the timing, touch his legs, hit him to the body. Stop letting him just pick you apart from the outside, Cyrus.
Yeah,
nice.
Intro must have been playing a little bit undisputed, because he's hitting those body uppercuts hard, bro, and they're having massive effect even on UFC. So, yeah, this is This is great work right now. Like, Elitus, although he's having some issues in this fight, I honestly feel like he is as game as it's ever been. He's landing some good shots of his own. I just feel like Intro's been slightly ahead each part of this fight so far. But you know it only takes one with Connor to change the tides like that, dog.
Yeah, he's having a lot. Lead to the body there as well, and a knee coming there did get converted from the teep. It's looking like Elitus going back to that teep style. Straight lead hook there as well. The head health getting so low at times, but they're blocked, just managing to stop just all the damage before it becomes lethal.
Oh, man, nice. Connor.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Intro just being intro of those combos. Elitus coming back with a spinning heel kick. Head kick comes out there. Jab straight, little leg kick, little calf kick there as well, following suit. 2 minutes 30 on the clock. Both these still a lot of time to work, but it's just about finding the home for each of your shots there.
Oh, nice work from Connor to go to the body. He's trying to get that in, but oh my!
Oh, now Connor got stunned.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Connor. I think he's about to get picked apart.
When Intro's got you hurt, like he will just continue to jab at you, man, until you die. Like this is not good for Elitus.
Yeah. Hey, it'd be cool if he set up a Showtime kick. I don't know if they can hear me.
He's gonna try, bro. He's gonna try and set something like that. You know Intro. You know.
I'm expecting the flying knee to be on the stop of Intro. Oh, as I say that, McGregor tries a flying knee.
Yeah. Connor's a live dog in this. Oh my gosh, never mind. He may not be a live dog anymore.
The champion caliber of the Xbox division looking at his teammate right now, happy with what he is seeing. But of course, there's still a potential 6 minutes or just under 6 minutes left in this fight, and we know that Connor. Oh, never mind.
Oh my, Connor, are you okay? This is not the Connor I expected to see when he came back. This is not the one. Oh my.
These Elitus may be getting a little bit frustrated right now because, like I said, Intro will not push it, man. He will just continue to pick at you until you have nothing left. He is disarming Conor McGregor at every turn right now, and just getting loose out here, Doc. Still 5 minutes to go, and those are going to be a long 5 minutes for the red corner.
Yeah, it's Intro so far, leading the fight, having a lot of success in all areas, getting the stuns and knockdown there, following suit. It's going to be a rough one. If you're Elitus, you're going all hell to the wall and just hoping to land a big power shot by McGregor here. You've got his half stamina. Intro's nearly at full pretty much, and it's just about trying to find a home. As you can see there, trading stuns. Jesus.
Oh, Connor's still trying, and Connor's still dangerous. He still has that power. He still has that left hand, so...
Never mind.
He doesn't have a left hand anymore. He does not have it no more.
I mean, he may have a left hand, but he has no consciousness. And unfortunately,
yeah.
that was beautiful work from Intro. I mean, when he wins with such style, man. Just a beautiful kind of performance. His ability to mix in taekwondo shots, the interrupting lunging strikes, and just kind of ultimately being so defensively sound while doing it, dog, makes him such a difficult man to deal with on the feet.
Yeah, it makes him so difficult. As you can see there, his ability to adjust and just throw these countless shots in different and multiple ways to make it kind of confusing for a defense. Just had a lot of success and was able to continue it on and on and on, and it gave Elitus a difficult time.
Yeah, he truly did. Well, another fun one in the books for sure. Wino up against Mudkips next. These guys are ready and raring to go. Saw them a couple of moments ago in the chat, kind of biting at the bit. These guys are going to be fighting in middleweight out here, J-Dime. It's a fun weight class to be in, and from what I'm seeing, we're going to be seeing a Kevin Holland up against Nick Diaz. What a fight that would be, man. What a fight that would be.
That'd be a great fight. Imagine the build-up, the press conference, the face-off. Imagine if that fight actually happened.
I know. Big mouth. I feel like they'd have a lot of respect for each other, to be quite honest with you. But, well, as much as Nick can when he's fighting an opponent, but the kung fu sort of style the Big Mouth brings to the cage, man. Kevin Holland is he's a really fun fighter, and the fact that he is like one of the only guys to have a knockout off his back, I mean, it just says all you need to say.
How did he generate power off his back like that? I'm still trying to figure out how he generated power there and knocked out Jacare like that.
Moments before he says, "I dreamt of this," I mean, that was No touch of one straight to a one. Straight to the body. Mudkips pure to take off headstock to Wino. Not going to allow him without a fight, brother. Without a fight.
Couple of jabs, lead hook coming out there as well. Already better start than the previous Kevin Holland we've seen. Diaz managing to survive for the first minute now. And jab straights coming there as well. Lots of jabs being thrown. It's probably because they're trying to get through that block as well. Teeps also being thrown, working that body as well.
Good pressure by Kevin Holland. I thought Nick Diaz should have been the one pressuring. That's a good clinch because he should be coming forward, Cyrus.
It just does so much damage to the head counter anywhere that it lands. Nice little counter right there for Mudkips. He needs to get those hands going. Volume is his best friend, and he needs to be willing to take one in order to give a couple to it up.
Yep, but Nick Diaz deciding on the ground is a better place to be. Holland's got rubber guard, so he's got to be wary of the full guard attempts. He wants to maintain half guard, probably look for top mount in the best positions now, and the full guard slow and steady on the ground, always win the race. Do a couple of shots here, posture back down, then look to build that GA to then start transitioning into the half guard would be the best bet, but rubber guard gets taken.
Jeez. I was about to say, Kevin Holland may not be the best wrestler, but they said he is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly right, bro. Exactly. Has he got a rubber guard in this?
Yes, he did. He was just in rubber guard.
He was just in rubber guard.
I missed it. My apologies. But yeah, no, the rubber guard of Kevin Holland is, having rubber guard on anybody is fantastic. Obviously, Nick has it as well. I imagine Mudkips is very, very, aware of that. He's going to try to advance this position continuously. Top mount is there, and honestly, Nick has some really good submissions. I'm not sure what Holland's sub defense is, but Nick's offense is fantastic in those sorts of things.
Well, rubber guard again, he's having a difficulty maintaining it. If he wants to, maybe throw a couple of strikes, because that builds GA somewhat quickly, and if you aren't able to get denied, at least you do a bit of damage there as well. But you've got to be wary that so far, although Kevin Holland's maintaining full guard, that means Diaz isn't getting control time. He's doing the more damage because he's managing to posture up and land these significant strikes.
This is not how I thought a Nick Diaz and Kevin Holland fight would go. I thought it'd be more of a stand-up fight, Cyrus.
Yeah, quite honestly the same, but I understand this adjustment from Mudkips because, ultimately Mudkips was having some difficulty on the Kevin Holland was taking it to him, and this is definitely more his wheelhouse right now as he lands quite a lot of ground and pound that, quite honestly, probably should have done more damage. A lot of those were just blocked by the face. So.
Yeah, it definitely seems so. God. Now even more. Jesus.
Oh my God. Kevin.
If you were uncertain that Diaz didn't do enough damage, that last minute definitely showcased he did enough damage.
It looks like he's showing us levels on the ground. That's what it looked like, Cyrus.
Yeah, look, if you have success on the ground like that after eating a couple of shots on the feet at the beginning of the round, if I'm Nick Diaz, I'm looking to take this fight back down to the mat ASAP. Does not touch gloves again. One, and then the...
Oh, nice.
This is about to get spicy out here.
Yes, it is. Jesus. Holland not caring any, man. He knows the difficulty of that first round. He doesn't want that to happen again. Gets the knockdown there. Was securing the round early, but now holding him against the cage. Probably wants to keep him here as long as possible. As long as he's in a dominant position and Diaz can't shoot a takedown, you've got to imagine he's going to be happy about it.
Lots of
gotta be high.
I call out a death kick from Kevin Holland, right? He's got that kick, I'm pretty sure he does.
So does Nick.
Yeah, Nick does have it as well.
He don't need it.
He's out. Diaz, though, somehow staying alive. The recovery of Diaz keeping him in, but Kevin Holland again working that body. He doesn't care. He's firing, needs every chance he gets. Managed to get out of the cleanse. Side kick, I thought that was going to be a death kick, not going to lie.
They have some of the same attributes, to be real with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, their movesets are actually a lot more similar than I maybe kind of initially thought, right?
Yeah.
That's
smart. Hey, that's smart because his head almost got knocked off his shoulders a second ago. Oh, never mind.
That's a big move by Holland, winning the round as well. Diaz has got to pull something big out here to secure this one. Has got another round, but has got about 2 minutes left on the clock to work, so he's got to be careful and consider about how he plays this.
Ooh. Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, these guys are honestly remaining active in all positions. You saw the kind of frenetic pace that was going on the feet, and it's the same on the mat. I mean, just moving from position to position, denials, ground and pound to go with it. I wonder what would happen if Nick or if Wino was to actually go for a submission. You know, both guys do have decent submission offense, and like I said, I know Nick is going to be a lot more difficult to sub though, which obviously puts Holland at a little bit of a disadvantage in these positions, but still, he is a black belt, as you said.
Okay, either Kevin Holland was stupid or he baited him into that, because he gave him the free posture up and then swept him. So I don't know. It's one or the other.
Well, he's raining down the block, reducing that block help even more after the battering Diaz had on the feet. You got to imagine that Diaz is just holding on for dear life towards the end of this round. Over an armbar, 30 seconds left, does get denied. Lovely deny there. But he's still in top mountain. This is still a dangerous position to be.
Once again, active, trying to work his way back to full guard. There's not a lot of time left on the clock, though. This is all about damage mitigation at this stage.
Oh my! How is he not stunned? He was punching Nick about 1,000,000 times on the ground and pound.
Both of them are just going ballistic on the ground and pound, to be fair.
We've got Vinny Violates in the chat saying this is 1-1 going into the third one, so supporters seem to think that this is all to play for in the third, and I have to say, Jay, I would agree, brother. This action has been crazy, and it is anybody's big glove touch double leg from Nick motherfucking Diaz. Never thought I'd say that.
I mean, it's legal.
What in the Hamza Chamaya did he just do? Oh my goodness.
Oh god damn. Well, I mean, why do people keep doing this to Holland, bro? Why do they keep doing it to Holland?
He needs to stop falling for it, because if you fall for it more than once, it's your fault at that point.
As Mr. Humble was saying in chat, don't glove touch here, because it ain't going to work, it seems.
It's so funny. It is so funny. But look, Mudkips now, he's put himself in a majorly advantageous position. If he can ride out this run, he might win the fight, bro. It feels a little bit deep falling, but shouldn't have touched glove, bro. Protect yourself at all times, Jay.
Yeah, even in boxing, that's the #1 rule. Protect yourself at all times. Stop touching people's gloves. That's how you prevent this from happening. Just start fighting. You don't even have to fake glove touch. Just start fighting. You can't fall for that if you don't put your hand up.
All Diaz needs to do in the next 3 minutes is keep himself busy. He's up on the feet now, but if he can find a way to take his opponent down, he's sorted. All he needs to do is just keep calm and collected, and he can ride this out. It's a legitimate way, it'll be fair, it'll be easy. Although the glove touch maybe not so, but the rest of it so far has been pretty impressive.
Oh, jeez. Always happens to Kevin Holland. He keep getting put in bad positions, and this all happened because he tried to touch his glove. Everybody is not your friend, Kevin.
Yeah, you're not, brother, especially when you're standing across from him in that cage. He could have won this fight. He maybe still can. There's a minute 55, but he needs to get back to his feet and knock Nick Diaz out, basically, at this stage. Full guard. This is much, much better, Doc. Not a lot of time, though. Still ticking away. A couple of blocks could allow him, but you can see that, obviously, Mudkips, veteran in these positions, not allowing him up easily. One punch and down. Reminds me of our fight back in the day, brother. One punch and down, one punch and down.
Yeah, staying calm and patient. Now going into the side control position again. Diaz has been on top for all this time, and he's back in half guard. Slow, steady pace. Looking for a side control again, maybe a couple of elbows to help secure the round. It doesn't need a lot more damage here, because I don't think Kevin Holland landed at pretty much anything this round, Jay.
Yeah, Kevin Holland has no sense of urgency on the ground. That's what messing up. He was just comfortable. Okay, he's on top of me, cool. You need to do something to win this round. I have it 1-1, but I'm not a judge, so I don't know. Maybe you know something I don't.
I mean, look, this is the most clear round of any of them. Mudkips wins this. I don't know if Kevin Holland was able to land a punch, you know, to be honest with you, in that third and final round. So he probably next one, but we've seen crazier things, man. The most accurate part of this game is the judges. We've said it before, we'll say it again. We'll have to see which way they render the decision in this one, but still.
I can't wait. I just can't wait. I want to see what they say because I'm not a judge, so I obviously don't know. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Nick D.
Okay.
That third round, bro, like, if he had picked up even one before, that third round was massive for him. I kind of feel bad for Wino, to be honest with you, but protect yourself at all times. Mudkips gets it done. I'm sure he's not going to have too many fans after that one. Oh my god, Wino got 2 knockdowns in that fight? That must have been in a singular round. It's got to be in a singular round.
Yeah, it had to be. It had to be in that second round. Yeah, it was in the second.
You're right. But it was a fun-ass fight either way. Emotional roller coaster, especially with that fake love touch. I keep bringing back to it, but look, that was the most pinnacle moment of that one for sure. That glove touch let him get it to the ground dog, and then it was basically wraps. That's where like 5 minutes of the 6.5 minutes that we have in total control. That's basically where it came from. Is that last round? Yeah,
that last round was the main score of the fight. It was just he got the takedown very, very early on, and from that point he was just able to control the fight and just be able to chill out, because the first round was his, the second round went all to hell for him. Holland understood and got the urgency, and then kind of lost that going into the third round, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Either way, made for a very, very fun fight. The next one we have touted to be a big one, and we expect it to be just that, J-Dime. It is the one and only ranked number 18 Ken Muer on a hot streak right now, 3-1, winning 3 on the bounce, going up against one of the staples of the UFC 4 community in CW, Ed Parker, looking to make his first run in primetime history. He's currently undefeated, and Ken Muer is a perfect test at this feature spot of this card.
Great, this is about to be great here, because either Ken Muer is going to he's going to set his claim as one of the best, or is Ed Parker going to run through him? I think it's a 50-50 fight, personally. That's what I think.
Yeah, honestly. We've seen it, Doc, right? That Ed's obviously won those fights, but it's not like he's won them without any without any issues. Adversity, that's the word, brother. You guys, You're saving me tonight. Genuinely though, he's been tested every step of the way, but so far he's found a way to do it. Can he tonight? Because Ken Muer, as game as they come.
Yeah, well, this time around we have Renan Barão versus John Lineker. Lineker's an interesting one. He's short, he's stubby, but his hands are made of bricks. So that's the main issue Ed Parker's got to go against here. He's got to be fighting a brick-toting mental person who's looking to knock your head off. And so if you're Barão, you want to be keeping that distance and using teeps and long shots as much as you can here.
Oh, nice. But yeah, that Renan Barão pick fits Ed Parker because he's a long, rangy fighter compared to John Lineker. Ed Parker wants to make it a clean fight. And like you said, John Lineker is just a short, stubby powerball.
He is, right? He is. Oh, nice! Right hand as Renan Barão was moving into it. A couple of jabs. He's not being put off with that reach disadvantage. He's just kind of getting into his face as you would need to be as John Lineker and trying to work him. But Ed Parker staying composed out here, Doc, moving his head and looking to work that body often and early.
Yep, calm and patient, digging down to that body by Kimura, but Ed Parker's happy to stay off the foot, just stay on the back foot, just let Ken Muer walk into his shots when he can and find openings. Lineker though going ballistic all of a sudden, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, look, right now the betting line from what I'm seeing puts Ed Parker as a 4-1 favorite. We saw 4-1 earlier, 4-1 here. Ken Muer though showing why he is so game. He is pressing the action, having a lot of success. How long he can keep that up and whether or not he can crack that chin is another question, but only time will tell, and it continues to heat up over the next couple of minutes here, Jay?
Yeah, he has to keep cutting the cage, and Ed Parker's trying to wear him out. He's trying to make him miss. The problem is some of these shots is hitting the guard instead of hitting fresh air, so he still has a little bit of stamina, but Ed Parker, I expect him to try to pick it up in the next few minutes just because of stamina advantage, Doc.
Yeah, the stamina advantage is starting to happen. Ed Parker's now got him a bit off the back foot. He got him hurt, and then he's got to continue to do this, because if he doesn't keep him off him, he's going to have massive issues because of that block down, getting that block down himself. Opponent it's just the issue that Lineker can crush him as well here.
Nice.
It is, but honestly, as Jay was calling it, Ed Parker was turning it off. He now has broken that block, and he has sat him down, Jay, pouring on the pace of the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, he was just weathering the storm, being calm, being patient. He was getting hit, but he wasn't taking too much damage. That block is taking damage, but he's just trying to make him miss, drain his stamina. Then he's going to start he's going to start pouring it on him now.
Pinpoint precision over the last 2 minutes of this round from Ed Parker. A difficult opening half. Really a tale of two halves, in this one, but Ed has definitely eked it out. 30 seconds left, a potential 10 minutes left on the clock, but with the action continuing to pour out, Doc, these guys going to be finding a finish sooner rather than later, my man. He's sitting down.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he has him where he's had him reaching for a while. But oh my gosh, yeah, he's
Ed Parker's, as you mentioned, Jay, I think you were the one to really take note of this. It was the fact that he started up in that pace. He took the brunt force of what Lineker could do, started working that gas tank, and then started firing back at a heavy pace. That block's still low, the head health is still low.
Gosh.
But Ed Parker's making every shot he throws land cleanly, and it's just giving Lineker massive issues. Combined with that long reach of Hen Brown compared to Lineker, Cyrus, it's causing massive issues.
Yeah, Lineker needs a double leg. He needs a double leg or something, because right now that striking, the pinpoint precision, the stamina, the speed, Kenan Barrow showing why he was always so dangerous out here, Jay. He cannot continue to take these shots, simply put.
Yeah, and oh my gosh.
Here's the
thing. When he was letting him just pressure him, not taking much damage. He was taking shots from the block. Just because people will show you their whole hand. You know what I'm saying? He's seen everything he had for him. He wasted stamina throwing and missing, and now it's my turn. Now it's my turn.
He did the lower, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Yo. Oh my gosh. What's happened to him should be illegal. John Lineker.
I mean, the technical prowess fully on display from Ed Parker here. He is showcasing some beautiful destruction. I'm not going to count Lineker out, but it is looking like the writing may be on the wall. The action continues to press up in Ed Parker's favor.
Man. Here we go, John Lineker!
Jumping down into the guard, landing some shots, powerful shots.
I was about to say, will he make that comeback? That's the one thing he had going for him, that block.
Oh my
Holy
god.
It's a half guard.
Yeah, that's not great for him, bro. Oh my god, I cannot believe what I am seeing. Maybe the best Henna we've seen in this octagon, Ed Parker. He does get clipped and sat down, but you can see the composure of this man, Dog, as he was able to reverse positions quickly. And he has a lot of time now to work this and try to stack up some of that final head health on John Lineker. But he decides to separate and go back to what got him to the dance.
He's returning in kind. He's got knocked down. He's happy to knock Lineker down again. Straight there, trading shots. Scary pace.
My God.
Jab straight now, jumping on his opponent. Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he just did him bad. Like, it was and Kenmore had his moment too where it looked like he was going to turn it around, but Ed Parker never lost his composure and he got that win.
3-0. I mean, look, I don't know where that's going to put him, but I'd imagine around the top 15 mark in after that performance. I think he was 21 coming into this one. He was ranked number 21, beats ranked number 18. 3-0 is a big thing. Like win streaks, getting finishes, beating guys like this, Dog. all stacks to you, climbing those rankings pretty quickly. So he now makes the main card next time. He's going to be top 15.
On rough count, on the rough count, it looks like he's making the top 15. So give or take wins or losses from the rest of the main card tonight, that puts him in a very good position to be maybe 1 or 2 wins off a title fight.
Yeah, for sure, man. Look, this night is going so quickly. We normally would take a little bit of a break at this point in the card, but I believe that we're all about good. So we are going to go through the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights left this evening. What we will do is take a very, very brief intermission for you guys. We will come back within the next 2 minutes maximum for what is set to be 8 fights of pure madness ahead. Of course, we have Frosty MMA getting sparked. Goat v Wavy. Teammates once again collide in that one. I mean, honestly, I could continue all the way through, but we have mentioned. Yes, brother? Yes.
So, sorry, just because I might as well mention this since you did mention teammate. Frosty just got news about half hour ago. Joined KM.
Frosty's left Regicide, he's in KM? Wow,
yeah.
Okay, that's a big signing for KM, man. Frosty's been...
I think about just before the intermission.
Yeah.
Frosty now part of KM.
Well, we saw what Intro was able to do earlier, and what obviously the champion is currently a Kingsman. Frosty, that's a big signing for them, bro. Kingsman, they got some good talent already, but Regicide were coming through very, very hot, and of course Frosty was one of the big guys doing that, so I'm interested to see any ripples that have brought to his game. But with that being said, we'll leave you with our intermission screen for a moment. Get yourself refreshed, get yourself prepared, because 8 fights of pure madness lay ahead. And we are back, primetime 87, 8 fights of pure madness ahead. Up first, J-Dime, Frosty MMA, new addition to the KM gang. Up against Getting Sparked. I believe he was, am I wrong in saying he's Regicide? I feel like he's Regicide.
Who, Getting Sparked?
Yes.
Yep.
He is, there you go. So part of it, fighting his former teammate right here.
Yep, now part of KM.
Dang. Why did he leave Regicide? He was like a staple in that camp. I want to know the reasoning for this.
Yeah. Have to reach out to find out, brother. We'll have to see. Get your bets in, Mr. Humbledink. All caps in the chat. Bets. Frosty MMA going up against the one and only Getting Sparked. These guys been on a bit of a killing spree. Like we said, Frosty MMA only lost 1 fight, and I believe that was against Trixie, Doc? Am I wrong? Was that against Trixie?
I think so.
Yeah,
that sounds about right. It was Trixie his only loss, and now he's just getting them back on his bike to fight here tonight.
Yeah, and Getting Sparked undefeated, 3-0 right now, and like I said, he's probably going to have a bit of a point to prove going up against a teammate that's just left,
Yeah, well, you got... These two are very interesting bits. You don't see them very often, although one's a champ and one's a steroid addict, it seems, half time.
Oh, I've just got a correction in the back, sorry to interrupt, but it was actually up against Drizz, who was fighting for the belt, so they were in the #1 contender matchup. That does make sense. Thank you for Caliber, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Again, that correction in. But these guys starting out quickly out here, Jay, as he gets a nice little trip, but not able to capitalize.
Man,
I'm surprised we're seeing takedowns, to be honest. Both of them are star strikers.
maybe he's seen something. Maybe he knows something. They're former teammates, so maybe that's his weakness.
I mean, look, I'll be honest with you, if you're standing opposite Pereira, you're probably going to get a takedown one way or another. I wouldn't want to take that left hook.
Yeah, that left hook is crazy. It's one of the best left hooks I've seen.
I've started body and head.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not too surprised, to be honest with you. Yeah, phenomenal striker. There's a reason that he's able to beat Izzy on the feet consistently. That, you know, technical prowess and knockout power. I mean, he's a big ass guy for this weight class as well.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that. So he's probably walking around somewhere close to 240. He if you ever watched, he walked in at 225 against Sean Strickland. He was 213 pounds. Oh my gosh, he's down. I don't even talk about. Hey, see, that's just a hard punching heavy guy. It's a heavy guy that punches hard. So it's the, you know what I'm saying? It's the weight of the punches too. Like it's a big dude in that weight class.
He truly is, man. He's massive. He's actually massive. I'm surprised he's able to cut down that weight. But look at him landing these combinations, starting to add up, getting sparked a little bit. Kind of a little bit overzealous on the head movement. He's moving it a lot, active with the head movement, trying to avoid the shots, but easier said than done with that pinpoint precision from Frosty MMA.
Yeah, Pereira requires that range because of how long he is, and so if you're Pereira at single shots, high variance, mixing up quite a lot is the way to go. If you're Costa, on the other hand, you want to be coming in close and trying to knock his head off his shoulders, to be honest. So it's that different style. A head kick works nicely there, but it seems like both of them are having difficulty trying to get their style to come to flow here.
Yeesh. You know what's crazy? Paulo Costa.
Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead, bro.
He's dead.
Oh my. Okay.
Did I not tell you that there was going to be madness in this main card? Did I not tell you that there was going to be madness? My words.
He was going quite straightforward, back and forth action, very calm and collected, and then suddenly, that happened, bro. That happened. God damn. Well, it moves us on incredibly quickly to the next one. It is between teammates. You're right, J-Dime. I'll set it up, brother. B3 GOAT, B3 Wavy. That's your formerly represented GOAT, but now since he's joined B3, I mean he's looked like a bit of a different man out there.
Yeah, because you add the striking, the offensive striking with the grappling makes for a crazy combo. And then my boy B3 Wavy. I'm glad he took my advice. He don't say Poppy no more. But yeah, this should be a great fight because I've seen them fight on numerous occasions. Even when they were on different camps, Wavy used to say, or GOAT used to say, yeah, you're the one guy in that camp that give me trouble. You're the best. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're very evenly matched.
The records show that as well. I mean, look, we know it's just it's not under the bright light, so it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it does give a little bit of an indication of how they've gone when the pressure isn't amped up to 100. So who can rise to the occasion here is going to be the real key to it, Doc, because ultimately these guys are very evenly matched skill-wise, and the ability to perform under pressure is a skill that only the best possess.
Yeah, it's what makes the best talent and what gets you into the main card is being able to handle the pressure given to you and be able to cope with it. And these two have shown countless times beforehand they can. GOAT's ability to be able to continue to fight and then find ways to win is impressive. And Wavy's in recent times been coming forward like a non-stop buffalo, basically, just coming forward. I was trying to figure out a word. Buffalo was the first one. Cool. There you go. That's a better one.
But look, Jay, just real quick. So, obviously earlier on I was saying teammates, this is an opportunity for you to showcase, the adjustments to your game, really let loose out there, and there's no real loser. It's a teammate. One of you's winning, bro. One of you's advancing. And I think that these guys do exactly that, as you can see right now, just letting those hands fly, trying to get the damage off, putting on an entertaining fight in the process.
Listen, I'm going to be real with you. So when he joined B3, like before I stopped playing UFC, when he first joined B3, we were sparring, me and Wavy, and he was showing me that block breaking prowess that what he learned from B3. He was showing me the switching styles he had.
Yeah. It's bro, I fought a lot of the B3 boys over the day, over the time, and I'm telling you, man, it's something else. They bring an unreal sort of pressure. It kind of messes with you when you're in the cage because you just feel like they're on you non-stop. You can't breathe, you know. You literally can't get space in that cage.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you're just like confused how you ended up not being able to pull back because your back is literally against the cage and you're not sure how you got there, but you're there and you're a bit like, this is an issue.
Defense. Good takedown defense. Oh, never mind. He got. Hey, but do y'all remember this? If y'all remember, Wavy first joined Primetime, he was a patient fighter, and then he started to be more offensive. Then he joined B3 and just it gets crazy.
Went to a different level, right? Like the thing about the B3 boys though is that the strikes that they throw, their shot selection is so phenomenal. Like, you can't just walk forward, throw punches, and get the results that they do. It's the shot selection.
It's a method to the madness.
Man. They cage cut. They do the right stuff. It's kind of like that Justin Gaethje under Trevor Whitman, man. The ability for the adjustments, what he did against like Edson Barbosa. There's a sort of chaos that some people can bring to the cage that take even the most technical strikers off their game, and that's what they do so well, and it's why they're such entertaining fighters. As you can see right now, even on the mat, even in these grappling exchanges, the non-stop action, Jay.
Oh my Jesus.
Sheesh. Yeah. And I'm the GOAT in a bad position, but I don't think he's out of it by any stretch of the way because his strength is grappling. Even though he has Conor, him as a player, his strength is grappling.
Yeah, exactly. It's not necessarily who the pick is, it's who's behind the sticks. You can see some lovely denials on both sides. Goddamn GOAT stamina getting taxed big right now.
Oh my. Ooh. Sheesh. This is a great fight right now. And honestly, it takes balls to pick Conor at welterweight on the main card. He didn't have to pick Conor. There's a million other people you could have picked at welterweight.
Especially as a grappler, right? Especially as a grappler, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, the nose GOAT is even bringing this up as well, Doc. Everybody's like, what the hell? He went Conor. I'm telling you, he's joined those B3 boys. He believes in his hands.
He really has.
You know? Oh, please don't.
Oh, no. Okay, we're good.
Well, the most interesting factor I saw from the stats was GOAT won the round.
Oh.
Which was an interesting one because, as you could tell by a lot of it, it was an interesting time, but somehow he managed to win the round at the same time. Either after to stack up, but now both of these guys engaged on the feet, playing like just looking for the kill at any time. Lovely takedown defense, though, Joe.
Yeah, like I said, he may be using Conor, but he's a grappler. So he's going to try to grapple with Conor because that's just in his genetic makeup. It's in his DNA, Cyrus.
Yeah, truly. And look, one of the things you got to remember as well is like some of the, like most entertaining strikers like a Chuck Liddell, he was initially a wrestler, right? And that's kind of GOAT. He was initially a wrestler. Now he's adding the hands into the mix. He's going to be able to stop people taking him down. And he's going to be able to pour on the pressure both on the hands and on the mat should he need to. No, the exchanges right here are crazy, dog. He gets him wrong, he might sit him down.
They're only surviving by the minuscules of shots. It's just this defense is so tough to get through. McGregor's got no block, leaning towards that lead hand. Usman not being able to find the right timing on it. GOAT is just trying to get Wavy to back off in pressure. Firing the head kick there, uppercut following suits. Both of these guys just continuing this pace. They're just... It's trying to find a single shot to finish it like so, but then it's the follow-up shots that are the biggest issue here.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you the problem here. You picked the wrong fighter. Y'all supposed to switch characters. He's supposed to be Conor. You're supposed to be Usman. That's the problem here.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. 100%. He's doing really good when he's injured more often than not. Just like that little movement of head, the bobbling of the head is paying off a lot. But then Usman gets another takedown, and after getting him rocked once or twice, this is an Usman round so far. If he can continue to pour on the pressure, he may leave GOAT in a position in this third round where he has nothing left, but screw all of that. He gets the reversal, Doc, and somehow, some way, GOAT is keeping himself in this fight and even putting himself...
to get it.
He's a grappler.
But he's got no stamina.
He's a grappler. I told you they picked the wrong... He's the grappler and he's the striker. They're just picking the wrong characters here.
Yeah, but Wavy managing to get denies, Goat denying him again. Now finally gets the posture up. He's got to hope he can find some shots here. Landing cleanly. The block's gone straight, following down the middle. Goat out of stamina. Can Wavy get the get up? He does so. Now they're back on the feet. Goat wanting to put on this pressure. Just managing to avoid that elbow though. There's 15 seconds left on the clock and neither one wants to take a step back.
Well, oh my, double rock!
That's twice this event now? Jesus, this fight.
Man, this is everything we hoped and dreamed of, like I said before, and I'll say it again.
Wavy won... Sorry to cut you off. Wavy won that fight by stuns. In terms of seeming strikes, both of them were very close.
It was even, bro. 13 to 30.
Yeah, it was even.
Dead on. Those were close. It was exactly the same. But, yeah, no, look, honestly, that may just be the... Oh, my God. Does he do it? Sits him down again in this third one. Eesh.
This is such an odd fight. I'm going to tell you why this fight is odd. Because you got Kamaru Usman, because Wavy is the striker. He's trying to strike. You got Conor trying to take him down, because Goat is a grappler. They got the wrong character. It's an odd fight right now.
Was it Wavy's counter pick? Because Wavy had first pick.
That's very true. Wavy did have first pick, so... Look, sometimes strategy forces people into spots, but I want to say that this is what Goat wanted to do anyway, because I'm pretty sure he did something like this in his last outing. I'm fairly sure he went Conor last time. I could be wrong, but I think he did.
Oh my goodness. This is who he is. He is a grappler at heart. This is... So, he's going to pick Conor, and he's going to grapple with Conor.
So, I mean, I've seen during this fight, especially because, you know, HUD watching, that is not an exploit for anybody that's, you know, thinking it's not an exploit. That's designed to be in the game. It's part of the HUD. But people who are really good at doing it, they can make those top mounts very dangerous. Here's a submission, though. I don't know if he's going to get it, but the stamina is a bit low for Wavy.
Good reading so far. The Von Flu choke is the biggest issue he's got to be aware of here if he wants to try and get it tight. It's going down, it's fairly close to counter, doesn't get it. Now McGregor could be looking for a sub if he's able to get a read. Struggling towards the end now. That blue bar looking like it's closer than the red, and Usman just about manages to get out of the position.
Well, I mean, that if he didn't, you know, kind of mess up the reads towards the kind of second half there, he could have got that submission. That first kind of opening stage of it was very, very close, and there's enough time to get another one in, Doc, should he find himself in another position to do so. One big denial, and you know that he's going to throw it up there.
Instead, though, he decides to run over into this half guard. Most likely he's looking for the top man. Does get denied. He's got to be careful just because the amount of stamina he has. Gets a reversal. Now here we could see a guillotine attempt. A lot of stam drained very quickly. Armbar though instead.
Oh my!
If
his grappling is this good, if Conor grappling this good, I think he's unstoppable.
Gotta be careful with the slam.
Yep. Slam.
Nice work. Very active. Only 26 seconds, man. We might get a decision here, but it's not from lack of trying. You've seen how many stuns there's been in this.
Sheesh. Oh, this been a good fight. I forgot just no finish. This may ruin the streak. I'll be forgetting now. Oh, I thought that uppercut was gonna hit him. Oh.
McGregor trying to finish off fireball. Overhand does land on the block, and with that, that is the end of the fight. Up to the decision next. Both of them had a very close fight overall. Back and forth non-stop. McGregor trying to find the submission finishes when he can, but not having enough success there. Getting slammed in the very last attempt, and Usman just really saw.
Yeah, I mean, good shit. Well, we'll have to see. But I would imagine Wavy got this. I could be wrong, actually.
That's a good fight. This is a good fight.
Unanimous decision either way. Kamaru Usman, he did get away, but that was a fun-ass fight, man. Fair play to Goat coming out here and throwing hands like that. I mean, ultimately, these roles were a little bit reversed, Jay, as you said, but nevertheless, they put on one hell of a fight. B3 boys should stand up.
Yeesh. That was a good fight. Either way, B3 won.
Hell yeah. B3 did win, bro. They did. Another one in the box, Doctor. We move on swiftly. We've got the Zeno up against Anime Expert. Anime Expert's been on a bit of a tear. He's been very, very active this season. He is, I think he has a total of like 15, 16 fights, and he's going up against the Zeno. 7-2, man. He's ranked number 7 right now. I know he took a loss in his last one, but he's been having a phenomenal season and wants to, bounce back with a big, big win here against Anime, who's been rising quickly from his recent performances.
Yeah, he's 8-6, but that does not do justice to the win streak he's on. He's about a 4 or 5 fight win streak, really big. He's just got into the number 12 spot, and now he's fighting to go 7-2, and he's number 7. So you can imagine other people's records are ranked above him. If number 7, 7-2, what are the rest? It's going to be a scary time. And this time, Anime, as you said, he's a veteran of the game, of this season especially. 14 fights on his record. He knows the game. He knows what he needs to do. Now he's just got to execute it, especially against someone like Zeno here.
Hmm. Well. I will, Raphael Biziev up against Conor McGregor. Conor's been a popular pick here this evening, but you understand why, right? He has such elite boxing in this game, and a striker's delight with it. But Biziev, with that kind of head movement, he has a shorter stature, so he can evade some of those shots a little bit more easily, and of course some of the most explosive kickboxing out there. He's a low-key, very, very solid pick for this weight class.
Man, here's the thing. Fiziev in his own right is a great striker. He could be the best striker in lightweight. I don't know, like in real life, not this game, but he can give Conor real problems. Ooh. Oh my god.
He came out like it.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh my god, spinning.
Dang, helicopter?
Yeah, you went Beyblade out here, letting it rip. Yeah. Anime Expert not taking any prisoners here this evening, trying to say to the Zeno, don't walk into this because I will let it rip, bro.
Ooh.
Conor doesn't really seem phased. His main reaction from this is to walk forward, stand in his place, and wait for a reaction so then he can counter so far.
Yeah, I do believe that Beyblade is literally to stop Zeno walking him down, and it's actually had the desired effect so far. You can see him being a little bit more cautious about walking into that danger zone. But they are trading, brother. Zeno is actually eating a lot more shots than he wants to at this stage as well.
Oh. Yeah, he's doing a great job blocking punches with his face right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Wow. Okay, well, from what I'm hearing from Humble in the chat, not one person bet on Anime. You should always put a bet on the guy, bro. Sometimes it's the betting favorite either way. Anime's got a lot of wins under his belt, but I can understand why Zeno, hasn't lost too many times this season, and he's trying to bounce back hungry here this evening.
Ooh. Yeah, this is just a great fight too. But he can pull. If you throw that uppercut, if you throw that hook, Fiziev gotta look for a pull. Oh my!
Oh! Fantastic read by Anime so far. Although he's getting walked down, as you mentioned, spinning elbow very early on kept him from doing it. And so far, although Zeno is seemingly more active, he's not landing a lot in terms of damage. He's pitter-pattering shots about the place. But
you said he's doing what?
Until then,
what is he doing, Doc?
Commentary, yes.
He survives it somehow, but
Jesus.
The flurries in this fight, bro, like they're so explosive. These guys, they just come out there with combinations from hell.
And we're back on our feet.
It's where you want to see it, man. This where these guys do their best work. You can see Conor McGregor now pressing the action, the block, and the head health being obliterated every single time a jab or a hook lands on that block. It means that Anime is going to have to get active. We've already seen adjustments from him, Doc, but this is where it most counts. These last couple of seconds of this round, you know that Zeno is going to be going hard to try and get another stun or knockdown and leave the judges kind of leaning favorably in his direction.
Oh,
that jab, lead hook. Lead hook there as well. 10 seconds left on the clock. A flying knee to try and finish, using that post to get a bit of distance towards the end. And that is the end of round 1, Joe.
Yeah, that was such a great round. If I'm not mistaken, it was like 2 strikes apart. So this should be a great round. I wonder what adjustments they're going to make going to the second, Cyrus.
Yeah, it's honestly, I really don't know. These guys, obviously we had the Beyblade out of Fiserv every time he's crashed the distance, and that did stop McGregor at first. But as you can see right now, that risk is gone.
Oh.
But he walks onto a big ass shot.
Oh. Oh.
Trying to get that uppercut fishing. Zenio's looking dangerous here in this second round. A stun early. Jay pressing the action, allowing Fiserv to be a little bit frantic in his sidesteps. Can Anime Expert rise from the ashes to get a victory? He does connect with a couple of shots here and there. And a big flying knee.
Man, this fight can go any type of way. And I know this isn't going to a decision just by the way they're brawling here. Ooh.
Elbows coming out nearly. Head kick does land a stun. Fiziev's gassed out, so can't get on his bike to get on the finish. Both of these guys just they can get the stun, but they can't get the finish. That's the biggest issue here.
Yeah, that stamina was doing him dirty, but either way, I mean, these guys continuing to get rock after rock. You can see the damage wearing on their faces. I can't imagine that either guy will be able to stand for too much longer. There's 3 minutes left in this round still. This is going to be a long 3 minutes for both of these guys as they let it all go, Jay. God damn.
Sheesh, that's all I have to say. And Connor got to start pulling when he does that helicopter, because he got a free counter if he can pull that, Doc.
Yeah, he does, but it's not making the reads when he does. Their gas tanks just seem just too short to finally find the finishing blow. It's insane.
Absolute madness, this style. It's, forward pressure from Zeno. We've seen him do this to people, though. And he might do it again. This has got to be it.
Into top man he goes. Half an arm is blocked. Only just managed to miss a straight.
I was about to say.
How did he block that? This is bad. This is bad. He's out.
He's out. Jesus.
Great bounce back for Zeno, man. He was having some difficulties early, but then when he caught his stride, we spoke about it before out here, Jay. Momentum is everything, and when Zeno was able to turn the tides in that round, late in the first round, it was basically all momentum in his favor, and he just didn't let up. He did not let up. His foot was on the gas every step of the way.
Yeah, it was. He faced some adversity. Fiziev had his moments, but Zeno showed why all the betting lines went on him.
Yeah, that's very true, brother. Very, very true. Zeno, man, he's having I can't remember what his record was, but he may be one of the contenders early of most improved right now, because I'm 99% certain his record was nowhere near what it is this season, Doc. For him to go, and do, what is he now, 8-2 after this victory? Yeah, that's a difficult task. But especially in this Xbox division right now, this top kind of 15, 20 people to get into it and to stay into it, man, it's nigh impossible. So credit where credit is due. Zeno obviously doing something right there.
Yeah, he's finding his home. He's understanding what he needs to get done, and in that one, he made the adjustments, knew where to go and how to get it done, and then got that finish later on. Beautiful,
beautiful work. Well, my God, Jay, we are absolutely flying through this card. Up next, we have what is set to be a sensational bout between former champion, currently ranked number 6, Kai Films. This man, we've seen promo packs on him in the past. He brings all of the action. His ground and pound prowess is absolutely unrivaled in UFC 4. He gets you down once, and he will likely finish that fight. So Raw Matrix, one of the nicest guys in the community, an active competitor, is going to have to turn up here this evening and be perfect in the face of adversity, because Kai is going to be walking him down from that opening bell. I know Matrix is a game guy, I know he's a veteran, but he has to bring all of that experience to bear here this evening.
Matrix, he's solid overall. He understands each and every bit of the game. So does Kai, though, and as you mentioned, Kai's ability to walk his opponent down gives his opponents a lot of issues. He's just this non-stop onslaught coming through, and both of these guys in a position where this win's very important, can push them back into that higher part of the main card, more towards the top end, and really look for another title shot.
Man.
Jay, are you seeing this chat right now?
Yes, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say, my boy Matrix has huge support. They're talking about he's about to catch a body. He's about to put a God,
I love it, bro. I love it. Like, that's brilliant. Like, I'm telling you, like, this guy, Bro Matrix, genuinely one of the nicest guys since we opened up the PlayStation, came through, support's been great, you know, obviously loves the community and he loves to put on performances, and that's why he's gone. Jungle Sean O'Malley here this evening decided to fight in a phone booth early with Kai. My God, what am I seeing, Doctor?
Insanity seems to be the answer. Kai coming forward non-stop, he just wants to bash his head off. Cejudo's got power all the way through. O'Malley is this long-legged creature. Does shoot a takedown there.
Long-legged creature?
Oh, that's insulting, bro. The disrespect is unreal.
Yeah. Oh my! I think Raw Matrix is fighting the wrong fight because, you know, Kai wants to get in the pocket, land these combos. You got to fight him. You have to fight. Goodness gracious, you got to fight him from the outside.
Yes, sir. You cannot allow him to dictate the pace of the fight. And especially at Sugar Sean O'Malley, you need to fight long, man. Use that distance, his teeps and everything. I mean, look, Henry Cejudo, love him or hate him, as cringy as he may be, he has some power in those hands and he can wrestle like a fucking demon, Doctor.
Yep, and Kai's the one using him even more well-versed within the grappling department. Matrix getting that deny, though, now rolling over into a full guard position. If he wants to, he could allow Kai to get into that half guard position and then go for a sprawl there. Instead, though, Cejudo going straight for the stack guard, raining down damage.
Jeez. Henry's not playing with him. He's showing him just levels to this fight game. He got him in a crucifix now, Doc.
Yeah, Yan gets a deny. This is a scary place to be. Your Matrix now goes for another one. He's stamina low, elbows raining down, and it's just He goes to the Kimura. That's a fantastic raid.
Kai does have submissions on his resume. He decides not to go for the chain so that he's able to stay in a fairly dominant position if he doesn't get it. But the defense looking pretty good from Raw Matrix right now. And this tracking's getting pretty close though.
He's gotta be careful. He needs it to go to the next stage. Oh, I thought
he bailed.
Not the stage I was thinking.
Yeah, he bailed, bro. He bailed. I have to say, these guys in the chats are making statements like Matrix has only had 30 fights go to decision since launch. I won't be surprised, man. This guy lives and dies by that sword. He's having some adversity here at the moment, Doc, but you know, ultimately, if he can work his way back to his feet, you know he's game there. Just Kai coming out strong, man. I mean, he looks motivated here this evening.
Oh my goodness.
He's just coming out. He wants to finish. Although, as I say that, O'Malley gets to roll. Maybe he can try and land a bit of damage towards the end of this build, get a bit on the scorecards. Does get top mount, 20 seconds left, sorry. And it decides just to get up.
No, don't show him respect. But yeah, if Sean survived this, he got to weather the storm and fight the fight he's supposed to fight. Fight on the outside. Do not engage when you don't have to engage. Do not make it an ego war.
Exactly, man. Exactly right. Look, I've seen Matrix do it, man. That guy can fight long if he wants to. You're exactly right. You cannot allow the ego to get the best of you. In this fight, you know what Kai brings to the table. You know what he does best, Doc. So ultimately, try to play, you know, away from that. But it doesn't look like Matrix wants to, man. He's happy to throw down in the pocket for the most part. Oh my God.
Jesus. Matrix not even having the time to engage. Kai just coming out there throwing a mental combo and a half and causing havoc on the block as hell. Getting the drop now into this back clinch position. Could either go for a drop down into the back sitting, but manages to disengage by Matrix. But again, he needs to put that distance between him and Kai.
Well, I know that the chat were calling a second round knockout for Matrix, but right now he's been dropped twice and Kai just continues to pour it on.
Too. Yeah. He's taunting him and everything. He taunted him and now he's on the ground. Is this what Raw Matrix needed?
Brother, the highlight would be insane if Matrix gets him after a taunt. Do not play with your food, my man. You may be ahead, but you ain't won yet. And O'Malley reminding him of that with that big knockdown. But you can see Kai, man, just dialed straight back in, Doc. Pouring on the pressure, getting a lot of damage off in quick succession.
Oh, does manage to get the takedown defense. That is what Matrix needs in this situation. Got the drop as payback from getting dropped earlier in the round, but he needs to find openings. The head held, though, non-existent. Now jumping down into the guard, firing the shot, decides to disengage again. But he's back onto the burner, just looking to put pace on here.
Oh my!
I love the way Kai fights,
to kill him.
I love the way he fights. He just keeps you guessing. High, low, doesn't like... He'll get off you when you're one punch away from being a finish and throw an overhand as you're standing up. Like, this guy, he will, he'll give you every look possible.
He's trying to kill him.
He doesn't care, he just wants you concussed.
Like, he's trying to take lives, do you know what I mean? Not just W, he's trying to take lives.
Jeez, this look personal. He's trying to personally beat down Matrix. This doesn't...
We've seen this fight. Oh, never mind!
Oh!
Never goddamn mind. Kai getting a knockout. Like, that's kind of like... That's his MO right there. Like, this is what he does to people, bro. When he wins like that.
That was a statement.
Yeah, Matrix looked like he was coming back, and then suddenly it was like he has no head health, goes straight through the block and a straight lands there cleanly to take the KO. The first round back and forth action, but Kai managing to hold for the most part the stack guard following through, and then towards the end of it you saw O'Malley being able to get a couple of reversals. Second round was mainly consisted of a couple takedown denies, a knockdown eat that went both ways, and then past that it was just this constant non-stop pressure by Kai, showing his ability to just keep coming forward and until O'Malley just got put unconscious.
Yeah, honestly, I love seeing these guys fight, and I look forward to seeing both of them compete in the near future. But goddamn, Kai looked like a man possessed here this evening. That hand getting raised once again. I'm sure he's going to be happy. He's going to be partying hard. You know that guy likes to talk a lot of trash, so he'll be calling his shots going forward, I am sure. But it sets us up absolutely.
Okay, here we go.
For the next one, brother. It's a #1 contender matchup. It is the return J-time of the one, the goddamn only Smudger going up. The fast rising star, the veteran of the UFC 4 community in TT Blake. This, my man, has fireworks written all over it.
Man, it does. And Smudger wants to come back and take his throne, but he has to get past Blake to even get to that point. And Blake's been on a tear lately. Blake's not going to lay down for anybody. And Blake's been talking. He said this is his time. Smudger is washed. So this should be a great fight.
Yeah, and I mean, look, that's the type of attitude you need in this fight going up against Smudger. He has such a resume. He has such a, you know, kind of like, he's kind of like almost like our John Jones, right, of the PlayStation division. I feel like, other than the fact that he's not like crashing cars and stuff like that into pregnant women, like in terms of his competition in the cage, this guy is phenomenal.
Wow.
Playing, bro. But no, all seriousness, he's come back motivated. I said a little bit earlier on, right, like he called this one out. He was like, I'm back motivated. I'm gonna make this look easy, and I'm gonna steal this belt back. I don't think Kai is the guy. I don't think Blake is the guy that, you know, kind of is to look past, and I feel like Smudger's probably going to know that, Doc. You know, the way that Blake's been performing, he's just too goddamn good to overlook.
2-2 apparently, even across the board. Blake's on that 4-fight win streak. You don't get to that 4-fight win streak without fighting adversity, being able to make adjustments, and knowing how to work under pressure. And although he's had that pressure, I don't think he's... This is Smudger. Smudger offers an entire new deal. He was the champ for so long for a good reason, and now here's the time to prove that Blake is another challenger for that.
Man, Smudger's serious. I'm going to tell you how I know he's serious. His Kamaru Usman is like his best pick right there, too. And Blake's not... Yeah, it is. He's won many title defenses with this, but Blake is here not to lay down. Blake is here to shock the world. Ooh.
He is, brother. This is a #1 contenders matchup in the PlayStation division. The winner of this will be challenging for the title holder after the co-main event here this evening. So yeah, these guys have it all to fight for. And look, if Blake is able to get past Smudger, that's going to give him all the confidence, all the validation he needs to know that he needs to be the champion in his next outing. And the same for Smudger, to come back after, from being the champion for so long, taking time away, and to get his hand raised over a top flight opponent like this will let him know that he hasn't lost a step. So lots of questions in this one, and the answers have massive implications to the rest of Primetime's season.
Oh,
and he's back up. This is a great fight so far. And how does Smudger fare that he hasn't fought a 3-round fight and who knows when? It's just been title fights. Now it's a 3-round fight. It's an adjustment, and Blake's way more used to 3-round fights than even Smudger is. Oh.
Crushing knee from Kamaru Usman, letting him know that he cannot just walk forward and throw punches, keeping him pressed up against the cage. And this is where Smudger is at his most dangerous, Doctor, making this cage feel claustrophobic, working the grappling and the striking.
Yeah, but Blake's managed a lot to defend the takedown, so he's having to deal with it. And for the most part, although Smudger's the one putting on the pressure, Blake's seemingly the one more active, landing more of the powerful shots. A minute 40 left on the clock, and now going towards his takedown attempt. Does get it. Maybe Smudger can get a couple of reads here, figure out what's the right path and where to go, because it's a very short amount of time to work. It's still a good amount of time if you can get into maybe top mount to then posture up and secure and win it that way. But if Blake wants to go to sprawl and just genuinely keep Smudger busy, he isn't going to be able to get enough damage to most likely win the round, I think.
You don't want Kamaru Usman on top of you is the problem here.
Yeah. And even though these are like not doing massive amounts of, I was going to say
no.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was stacking up that goddamn quickly. The referee, separates them, but should he when he's doing that much damage to the body? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, that position is a very much stalling position, and you can just get stood up that way. But at the same time, if you want to take all that damage on your body, it's a difficult one to kind of camp you. If you don't want to grapple, you can do, but you'll be wary of your body.
Interesting.
That's a good round.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that, brother. Total strikes.
That's Smudger's round, but that was a very competitive round.
Yeah.
Let's see what adjustments.
Equal amount of dangerous shots, but the volume from Kamaru Usman, the volume from Smudger, that pressure is obviously giving Blake some problems right now. He needs some big adjustments in this second round, Doc. I'm telling you, Blake is the man for that. He's not going to count himself out. He's going to continue to get active and look for that, finishing kind of shot. He has that killer instinct, so if he gets his opponent stunned, he's going to turn it up to 100 real quick.
The killer instinct in both of these men is high as all hell, and so it's just a case of as soon as one of them smells blood, as soon as one of them get that stun, they'll be able to do it. That was a lovely takedown attempt. In fact, he just read the combo of Blake and then came in as soon as it was done. Fakes undeniable was the crucifix position, gets the deny there, and now going for the elbows.
Nice. Gets top mount as well. Dangerous, Jay. Very, very dangerous.
Yeah, he's showing why he was the primetime king for as long as he was right now. He's trying to show Blake there's levels, but it's up to Blake to make this adjustment right here, Doc.
Calm and composed in his nature, gets put into half guard here, looking for the top mount again. You got to imagine Blake may go to the sprawl, but with the amount of damage he took in the last round in that sprawl position, he's probably going to want to stay away from it, looking to build that GI, get a couple of denies, and probably build to the sprawl guard as he does. He's got really two options here, Jay. Either look to get up or go for a reversal.
Oh, and Blake got the sweep.
Yeah, used GA very, very well right there. Sweeping him very, very efficiently, not using too much energy to do so. And now he's got Usman at a stamina deficit. Uses that to get across into side saddle. Going to try to work those elbows slowly and surely, Doc. And those are big elbows from these positions. You can see the head ricocheting off the canvas each time one of them connects.
Yeesh.
Jesus. It's a very slow, methodical fight. It's a lot different to the previous fights we've seen, but it requires the same amount of skill and even more concentration in some cases, because it's by the minuscule amount of just shots and damage and detail overall.
Either way, Blake has surprised a lot of people. Blake has looked impressive, even though he hasn't been up in this fight. Blake is not laying down, and Blake had his success on the ground. This is a very competitive round right here, Cyrus.
Yeah, look, Blake is showing that he belongs for sure, but look, he's not going to be happy with what's going on right now. He knows that he is better. He knows that he needs to tune it up, but he gets a big body slam in this second round. I feel like he needs that, Leon Rocky Edwards corner going into this third and final round to get him all fired up to find that finish, because Smudger is slowly and surely stacking up a win in his favor. The points are going, in Usman's kind of side. Just each exchange a little bit better by Usman. The volume all adding up.
Yeah, now goes for the Leon belly position. Interestingly, he's rained down a couple of shots, managed to escape to 5 seconds left. Kaz the body kick catch.
I don't know what I just saw.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened there. But this is the final round. This is the round. It was close, but it's 2-0. This is the round where Leon's corner have to give him that talk again. I can't do the accent, so I'm not going to try. But they have to give him that talk. He has to bite down on his mouthpiece.
Bro, the Brum accent is one that's hard to do. Give me that. Well, here they are. Into the single leg, but the defense of Blake on point. He's coming out focused. Gets the front kick.
Oh! That is what Blake needs. Now putting on the pressure again, and he wants it.
Okay, hold on. Blake is looking for this. May be Blake's moment.
He needs to make sure he doesn't get over that.
Nice.
Smudger's going to be wanting to get us down to the ground, control the fight as best as he can. But the knockdown is going to be weighing on his mind. The best he can do now is, unless he gets a finish, he's got to do some serious damage on the ground to counter that knockdown.
Yeah, I think that Smudger, like, he probably knows he wins this fight if he gets out of this round. He's up in those last two. But, look, I'm telling you, man, Blake is built different. He isn't going to rest out in any of these positions. The only problem is that in this last round, because Smudger knows he just has to survive, it puts Blake in a position where he has to take risks, and Smudger is a guy that capitalizes on his opponents taking risks, right, Jay? Like, he's so technically proficient. You generally can't, but that's just the position that Blake's in right now. He needs to be active, he needs to get back to his feet, and that leaves him open to some counters.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And here's the count. And here. Oh, and
here's the thing, though. I wouldn't be confident Smudger's won it in that second round. It was very close. It could have been swayed either way. As Humble says, the third and final round is always such this big, massive one and can sometimes sway the judge. So if I'm Smudger here, I'm wanting to try and get a knockdown myself, to be honest.
Oh, and that's the Smudger. That's his step back hook right there. That's what I was waiting for. That's what he always does right there. And it always comes out of nowhere.
Look, I'm saying Smudger's using some veteran savvy in this fight. He tried to poke him in the eyes moments ago as well, and just about outside of range. I mean, Blake looking like he's turning up in this third round. Not too much stamina, though. He just has to be very, very careful in the shots he throws, because Smudger's looking for that big counter.
Elbows there coming out.
I can tell how bad they want this right now. There's so much anticipation on what's going to happen this last minute.
It is honestly scary.
Edge of your seat action approaching the last 60 seconds.
A 5-round fight of this.
Yeah, this would have been a good 5-round. He tried it and he got
moved. Jeff managed to stay alive though.
Oh my god.
Stunned there though. Uppercut managing to miss.
That pull elbow.
Blake needs something.
Oh my god.
He went for it. Oh,
he gets it.
Oh,
brother.
Oh, this is a crazy fight. Another. He needs something.
Go, bro.
He's looking. Yeah, he wants this win bad. Oh. He went for another one.
Oh my god.
Oh, he gets stunned again. Oh, that's a great fight. That's a great fight.
I don't know who wins. That is scary. Oh my god.
It's crazy.
Jesus.
Who
gets it?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision.
Judges' scorecards. Oh, they skip it.
They skipped it. I want to see stats.
Smudger
tomorrow. That was a great fight. That's a great fight.
They give it 27-30. 27?
Mm-hmm.
What?
They must have given him that second round as well, which okay.
That was
the third
even
round.
though Smudger. Yeah. Third round.
Yeah, when you look at it that way, 5 significance
Yeah.
compared to 10, and then 4 stuns on top of that probably beats.
Yeah. Even though Smudger did his thing, Blake showed he belongs on this stage, though. He showed that.
Truly, bro. Truly. Like, we always knew, right? Like, we knew, but, like, he shows out and he shows up, man. And he's been putting on great performances. I mean, nobody has ever had that tough of a test as a #1 contender who fights one of, like, you know, like somebody like that, Smudger, who has been tearing through the PlayStation division. Obviously took some time away and came back, answered all of the questions, and does he still have it? He now gets an opportunity next time out to fight the winner of CV and Moolah in our co-main event here this evening. What a fun-ass fight. Every single one of these guys turning up and turning out here this evening. The action has been phenomenal, but it moves us on, Doctor, back to the Xbox side of the equation. It is ranked #2 and pound-for-pound GOAT in primetime MMA, Trixie, stepping into the cage at 11-2 to take on ranked #9 and fast-rising star, Bossman. Goddamn, #1 contenders matchup again. Bossman has been killing people left and right, and this is the toughest test to date. Can he do it against Trixie, who can do it absolutely everywhere, brother? Trixie's no slouch in any area that the fight goes, so what better test to put Bossman in going into this one?
Yeah, Trixie's fought adversity, but he's also got countless wins on his record. Bossman, though, 4-1. He's also had a couple of one adversity fight, but then went on a 4-fight win streak. This man knows no bounds, especially within the striking department. But so does Trixie. Trixie's an interesting veteran of the sport. His best round being the second round. You can imagine that maybe he'll start to figure out what he wants to do in the first round and then start to come out within the second. A $1 silver pick. Not what you see all the time in Trixie, but the wilder the picks, the better, I guess. Probably dollar as well by Bossman.
Look, I'm not... All I'm saying is that this is going to be crazy, right? Like, Trixie, going somebody like Wanderlei Silva, that is... That's more than an interesting pick, Jake. That's more than an interesting pick, brother.
Yeah. That's a very confident pick, but Wanderlei Silva has them dangerous hook animations only he has.
Yeah, I mean, he throws them like he's got T-Rex arms, but when they connect, man, they're doing more than just separating man from his consciousness. They're taking souls. But once again, as we said, these guys are highlight reel making machines. They have so many knockouts on their resumes. These guys have obviously agreed to go with these sorts of picks for this matchup, and I feel like it's for our viewing pleasure. I don't know which way this is going to go. There is a lot of power stepping into this cage. I think it's about who connects first and who connects big out here, Doc.
Yeah, well, the short T-Rex arms of $1 silver already coming out, and he's there. Leg kick following suit as well.
Oh.
I got a prediction.
I have a prediction, my fault, for this fight. The bald fighter wins.
The bald fighter wins.
Yeah, that's my prediction right there.
Yeah, I can get behind that prediction.
Yeah. Put your money up.
I'm going... I was going to say bald and beard, but no. Robbie Lawler, man, like... Isn't he technically lower starred in this weight class? Obviously, I think he's only 4 against 4.5. Or am I wrong? Van Day's old.
I think they're both 4 stars.
Yeah, I think they're both 4. Yeah, I think this is even. Oh. I'm just waiting for someone to go down. That's what I'm waiting for. Just that one moment that changes everything.
Ooh, that head help already getting a bit low on Bossman's side. He's trying to find a way through, but Trixie just managed to use that straight effectively just to reach through that guard, and he can get a chance.
Ooh.
These trades getting very heated, Jay.
Yeah, it's getting more than heated. I'm just waiting for one of them power shots because they're such powerful. Oh, there we go. That's the one. That's the one.
Trixie managing to recover though. Head tap still fairly high. Blocks also high. Now in bottom with $1 silver. Maybe not the best opportunity possible to be fair, but he did go for the reversal. Does get denied, and now we see Bossman go into side control. Can get top mount. I think Lawler has crucifix, but I could be wrong.
I hope not.
Well, moves to his back, going to try and take his back in, but once again, the defense is going to stand true for Trixie. We've seen this guy throw so many hands over the years. People forget that he's literally one of the leading members of BFAB. That camp has got phenomenal grapplers in there. He's definitely been in his positions in the past with the likes of Dirty Dave and so on, Doc. So he's going to be feeling confident, although not where he wants to be, of course. This is a good round for Bossman. A real good round for Bossman, actually.
Yeah, it's a really good round. Got the drop now. Kind of killing time on the grappling. He's looking for places to be, but he's able to be patient, composed, and just wait for openings when he can get it. And that's kind of what he's doing. With 30 seconds left on the clock, Trixie finally gets up to the feet, but I think it may just be in a little too less time. Unless he can really find something here.
Sheesh. And guys, word in the back, they told me this is a fight to the death now. It had been changed because there's no ref in this cage right now. We cannot find a ref. So they are going to fight till someone's dead.
These guys wouldn't have it any other way, brother. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Oh, the ref returns.
Only for a moment, bro. He's jumping out there. He knows the damage that's come in this, in this fight. He doesn't want to get anywhere near the strikes that are being thrown, and I can't blame him. There's too many bull people on the screen, though. There's 4 of us, man. There's 4 of us.
Oh, the ref is here. I see him, dude. That's not.
He disappeared again. He'll never be seen.
Oh, did he just disappear again?
Yeah, he did. He just
How's he doing that?
Invisible type.
He went on his lunch break.
Historically, as you mentioned, Doc, you know, one of my favorite talking points, one of the best rounds of Trixie's is this second round. Now, that's traditionally on a 5-round fight, of course. Interesting to note that this is a 3-round #1 contenders matchup. Oh. And my God, is Bossman doing so well, Jay, getting the second rock in this second round.
Yeah, Bossman is showing that he's built for this. Right now, he is dominating. He's up, but he can't make a mistake because this is historically Trixie's best round, Doc.
He's down to the body as well. Trixie's looking like he's more confident than he was in the first. He's a lot more forward, but I feel like it's also he's having a bit of difficulty because Wanderlay's so short. His arms are just out of reach in some cases, and then Lawler's able to give a bigger counter than what Silver's able to fire.
This is getting very dangerous, man. There's been a number of rocks from Bossman, but you can see that Trixie is almost getting a little bit frustrated with it, or maybe just motivated, but he is turning up the aggression levels and continuing to pull on the pace, even though he's been on the receiving end of 2 stuns. And he did one himself!
That's it.
That's why
them hooks. Like historically, like I said, this is his best round here. He always wins second round usually.
Well, he's got 1:30 to make that true. Getting the stun during that point. Possibly able to get another one if he's able to find the home, but instead he gets knocked down himself. And Bossman's got to find a home.
Trying to land that up. Continuing to land. Lola's looking so dangerous. I mean, I'm surprised he's landing at such a high clip right now. He seems to be giving Trixie all sorts of trouble. Everything's being interrupted by Bossman.
Eesh. Bossman may have won this round too. It's possible that he's up 2-0. I have to see the stats though, but it's possible. Trixie needs a finish.
One of the first time chatter saying how is he not sleeping from some of those shots a moment ago. I was going to say his name, but that's hilarious.
One hell of a name indeed.
Some of these Twitch names, they kill him. Well, anyway, back to it. #1 contenders matchup, 3rd and final round. This challenge. Oh, I was going to say the challenger. The ranked 9 Bossman taking on Trixie right here. You know, he was the underdog, but he is showing that that may be some wrong betting lines. He's actually running away with it a little bit. He just has to get a big, you know, kind of big kind of moment in this fight and just stay ahead of it, because for my money, he's probably 2 up at the moment, Doc. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, he's
oh my
now
god.
gets the stun there.
Oh my god.
To the head again. Trixie struggling here to find shots, but so far it seems like Bossman's just had a lot of success.
More than success at this point. Yeah. Oh my, I have to be quiet.
Oh.
When I talk bad things happen.
Keep talking about Bossman then.
Oh, brother.
Oh, Jesus. One shot off, destruction from each and takedown being shot of all things there. Now decides to deny.
Nice little knees. 2 minutes 40 left on this clock. You can see Swift Trixie pressing him up against the cage, trying to get ahead. This is... this is so dangerous, man. I've never seen Trixie in such a kind of down position into this 3rd round. You know, he'll normally go out on his shield at this stage, you know, kind of pushing the action. He's not going to go out without a fight, I can say that. He will risk it all to get this finish in this party.
Oh.
Yeah, he's still got a lot left is the crazy thing. This fight is far from over, but if the fight ends now, Bossman has won this fight.
Oh.
I eat that.
He really does just eat that. 1:30 left on the clock. Trixie's the one to push the pace onto this now. Bossman's won the last 2 rounds with 2 knockdowns, or a knockdown around. Another one to follow, and Trixie's again having to dig deep here and find an opening.
Eesh. Is that opening going to be there? He has a minute left to work. It's time for him to bite down his mouthpiece, or this match is over.
Oh my!
Oh! Oh my.
The amount of times Trixie's been able to come back from adversity in the past, I will not put it past him, but right now Bossman pitching a perfect game.
Ooh.
This is
Oh! Yep, it's over.
death touch with that left hand. Robbie Lawler, like he said in his interview, not just trying to knock people out, he's taking souls in this cage. Bossman, I mean, biggest win to his career, Doc. 5-1 now. And with a W over Trixie, earns himself a title shot either against Caliber or Drizz, the winner of the main event here this evening, basically. Great performance by that man right there.
Yeah,
ooh, they had it. Wait. Go. They had it 1919 too.
Did they?
1990.
Yes, I seen it.
Brother. What a fucking fight. That's what you love to see right there. 2 high-level guys going at it. Leaving it all out there, Doc. God damn, man.
Impressive back and forth action non-stop. Trixie didn't give up any single point, even with 20 seconds left on the gate. He was trying to push that pace, trying to get in there, but Bossman just longer fighter, more technique in that case, and it was just a case of landing that clean rear hook and sadly knocking Trixie out cold. That's the last of our 3-round fights, though. Our next 2 fights are going to be 5 rounds, both title shots. The first one being CV versus Moolah.
Yes,
on the
sir.
PlayStation.
Well, with the one and only Ginger Streams himself did us a little analyst packet, if you will, little promo going into this one. So CV, the reigning champion, as you well know, J-Dime, and Doc won his belt last time out in a big way. He is undefeated and looks to put on his first title defense against the ever dangerous, the difficult Müller. TT teammates, there's a lot of stakes in this one. So without further ado, we will skip across and see the fighter breakdowns for this incredible co-main event.
Moolah with the comeback. Oh my God. He came back.
Oh, he comes back, dog. He comes the rhythm. He comes the rhythm. He's coming back. Oh, it's all. Yeah, it doesn't. There's 1 minute 40 seconds left. There we go. I was about to say I'm waiting for the. Oh! That was that.
I'm just watching it. Oh,
this could be it. Zeno it's your new PlayStation champion.
Woo! Well, without further ado, the co-main event is upon us. Moolah TT up against the reigning champion CVTT, Arnold Allen, Yair Rodriguez. This, my friends, is one hell of a co-main event, a PlayStation Championship bout for the ages. I mean, CV has been the truth so far, man, and I don't know how this is going to go against Müller, but I just know it's going to be pure violence.
It's going to be a great fight right here for the title. Two teammates. It's TT versus TT, so they know each other better than anybody. These are not picks we usually always get either. Usually, for the title, we don't get Arnold Allen versus Yair, but we get it here today.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Love the little graphic that we had going in for these two guys as well, man. It's, I think this is one hell of a fight. I look forward to seeing this fight. I'm sure it's going to happen at some point down the road. Arnold Allen on a wrecking course for that title shot, and of course, Yair, at least, interim champion for the moment. An incredible taekwondo specialist that, can make it difficult on the feet for anybody, but that Arnold Allen special, man, he has so much power in those hands, Jay, as you well know.
Yeah, Arnold Allen stand here. But yeah, Arnold Allen's really good. He's underrated. He kind of has like a Leon Edwards story where he's on a crazy win streak and it doesn't get talked about much.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Already cut above that right eye, dog. That's not going to be good for the champion, but it's not going to put off CV. We saw in the past he's willing to go into that 4th and 5th round. He thrives in the championship rounds, and if Müller allows him to, he will take him there and make him sink, basically.
Yeah, and I think, but getting there's the issue for us. He's got to go through the first 3 rounds, and the pace they're putting on, it's looking like they're not going to. Müller already using a lot of kicks. He's got to be wary of not using them in the pocket, because otherwise CV's going to be able to counter very nicely. But it seems like Arnold Allen's looking more to go towards a boxing style here tonight.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Oh God! I was about to say this is interesting because CV likes to fight from the outside, but he got to fight a little closer to Yair. But Arnold's doing his thing right now.
Yeah, CV normally, kind of gets his damage off in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. So to see him get it off early is big. But Müller using some kind of very dangerous upwards elbows and the like. Getting a bit tricky out there. One of the things that people dislike about Müller fighting him is the way that he can go a Beyblade on you for a second. He may throw that flying knee, or even just some of those upwards elbows. He's just so unorthodox. It's basically what I'm saying out here, dog.
Yeah, and that's what allows him to be such a good striker, and that's probably what allows him, once made him pick. Yeah, being unorthodox and being able to have the ability to throw some mental stuff like that upwards elbow gives him that ability. A flying knee coming in there and then digs down to the body. Afterwards, CV deciding to ditch on the uppercut, but engaging again now. He's been playing off the back foot for a lot of this, but any time he feels like he can throw a mad combo, he's doing it. Cartwheel kick lands out of nowhere.
Man, this game got me shaking because anything could happen. One moment to change the momentum because it's a game of momentum. Yair versus Arnold Allen. We need to see this fight in real life too, Cyrus.
Oh, truly, brother, truly. I would love this fight. Arnold Allen and Yair, two of my favorite fighters in that weight class. They have entertaining styles, great characters. I mean, the way that Yair, you know, he had some questions about his toughness at the beginning. I don't feel like that's on a question anymore. This guy is a game fighter and so entertaining. Same with Arnold Allen, man. Just technically proficient, his ability to throw hands, and of course his father being the strong man. That power translates down to Arnold Allen, man. He may be only a short guy, but my God, can he swing those fists with some vengeance.
Yeah, well, he got a knockdown, I want to say it was. In that first round?
Yeah,
I think it was knocked down.
Yeah, bye. Oh! Now he gets the stun. Now this Yair's turn now. Oh,
speedy hands.
That was a beautiful kick by Yair. Yair's so dangerous that anything can stun you. He got elbows, knees, kicks, hands. Like it's a really tricky puzzle to go against.
It is, man. Especially like say with the Müller fights, like period anyway. Like makes it even more tricky. But you got to remember now, CV, right? I'm not sure what he is on PlayStation, but he's normally ranked in like 1 to 3 on the PlayStation OWC rankings. He's currently the PlayStation champion under Primetime MMA and undefeated.
Ooh.
He is possibly the best fighter on the PlayStation side, period, across like everything, man. Like he has got such a resume behind him. But Moolah is making this so game. He's getting great damage off of his own, man, and kind of allowing CV to be put into some really dangerous positions in this early setting of this fight. Never mind.
Never mind.
Shooting the takedown over his own. He didn't like the fact that he had a bit of control time on top. Now into the side control position, goes to the north and south. Interestingly enough.
Ooh.
Makes him move across into the sprawl. He's going to try and push him up against the cage, but he doesn't allow him. CV moving to the back very, very quickly. Ground and pound opportunities may present if he's able to advance positions from the full card, Jay, but this is definitely better and better for CV as he starts to secure more and more of the second round.
Yeah, he started off getting stunned, so him getting a stun back and him potentially finishing with this round on top is great for him. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, and he shoots and he doesn't get it. Nice jab. Ooh.
Mullah's stamina now starting to become a little bit problematic, and we are only... Oh, never!
Did he go for the tornado?
I respect it, but it's an insane choice of moves. Does get the takedown tonight, though.
It's insane. Oh.
This is brilliant, bro. This is great. Oh! Arnold Allen! Mighty Allen sits him down!
Oh, he survived. Oh! How much does Moolah have left, though, is the question here.
My...
Müller needs this round to end. Just for his stamina.
He needs his... He don't have anything left.
CV's the master of that, bro. Like he just makes you look, he makes you burn your stamina. Like Moolah, we don't see him with stamina deficits at this point in a fight ever. This is what CV does, though. He works your body, he makes you miss shots, and the way that he capitalizes is a thing of beauty. It's what makes him such a dangerous opponent. His ability to adapt, his ability to cause damage on his terms. What a fight, and we're only hitting the third round, Jay.
Yeah, and don't count Moolah out. Moolah is still very dangerous here. It don't matter how low his stamina is. We've seen him come back from adversity. But he maybe facing the mouth.
That stamina already slowly decreasing again after it's just recovered. Body's another there as well. Jab straight deep down to the body. And then get the lead hook. Takedown attempt.
Beautiful. Beautiful, man.
Oh my goodness.
He be putting performance of his lifetime.
Oh my god.
Goes to the
back in.
sensational, man. This is everything we knew it was going to be and some. These guys living up to all the hype.
CV wants a sub.
Yes. Oh. I think something crazy is going to happen. Oh, spinning. Oh. I'm scared just watching this because I know. Oh,
that was beautiful right there, bro. The feint into the sink. Oh, god damn.
He did a takedown feint to spinning out.
Yeah, bro. He said, "Let them rip," right?
Yeah. Oh my. Oh, this is. I like this fight a lot. Oh my.
John digs down to the body there, comes up top, decides to switch.
Oh my god.
The champion styling out here.
This is crazy. I don't think he want. It's crazy because he's teammates, but it don't look like he want to beat him. It looks like he want to humiliate him.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like. Right? That's what it looks like. It's the
teammate.
Yeah,
yes, they're teammates. They're both. I don't know anymore.
Now look, there ain't no friends. There ain't no friends anymore, brother. And CV showing that. God damn.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, he knows he's won this fight, bro. Like, look at the stamina. Like, yeah, needs something.
He's trying to kill him.
He needs a Hail Mary right now. Somebody needs.
They're trying to kill. He's. Oh. Ref stands.
Jay, to coach you, he needs a gun, bro. That's what he needs right now. He needs a gun.
He's really. No, he's really trying to humiliate him.
He is, bro.
Like,
You don't want to slow him down there.
Oh.
He's dancing on him. He's dancing on him. And like, honestly, you know, if you're Moolah, this is the smart move.
Get up then. Yeah, stay down. Oh, man.
That was the smart move, though. Burn out the clock and try to get
I
a bit more
wouldn't touch his gloves. I would not touch his gloves. Don't touch. Oh, my God. It's unhuman. This don't look like teammates fighting.
No, bro.
Oh, my God. This don't look...
Bro, Evie's coming out and showing why he's camped tonight, Müller.
No, this don't. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. They may kick him out of camp after this.
Bro, if TT don't throw in the bloody towel, then I'm starting to think that they're going against Moolah. Do you know what I mean? They're seeing the new guy in their camp do him dirty like this.
They're saying giving him a life lesson. That's what they said right now.
I mean, this sort of damage, is Yair ever going to be the same after this? Will Müller ever be the same after this?
Oh my
I mean, this
gosh.
is the sort of CTE that translates through the game. His controller must have been vibrating so hard, you know?
Oh my gosh. Humble said, I see why who threw the fight. He don't want to fight him for real. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, this is a beat.
Lower than the word stamina. His head.
Oh my gosh.
Thinking. Stat guard, I don't.
Oh my god. This is humiliation. This isn't.
The thing is, Moolah has submissions on his resume, so I understand why CV doesn't want to follow him here. He has a few of them, man. Moolah does, so,
Oh my.
maybe he can get one.
Oh, he's trying.
Okay.
Oh my.
CV is correct. This is looking good.
Oh, this is.
He's gonna next time.
Stamina non-existent. His head and body is blinking like an insane person.
Oh my.
And still, brother. And still.
Oh my goodness. He just.
Beautiful. What a performance from CV, brother. Still undefeated. And he just beat his own teammate like he stole something.
That's him be the team leader.
Is that Müller the team leader of that TT?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's banned. He's gonna be banned from. He's gonna be banned from TT. There ain't no way.
No more. No,
He's no longer part of TT.
Yeah, bro, no way. Bro, that guy is a menace. That guy is a menace. Do you know what that means, guys? Do you know what that means? We get Smudger, the former champion, CV, the undefeated current champion. Woo, that's gonna be a fun one, bro. That's gonna be a fun one right there.
It's almost like a super fight.
I'm high.
30, 26 is crazy. Like, not 20, 30, 26.
What, a 10-8 round then? Is that what
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, that's.
Fuck,
Jesus.
man. Like I don't even know what to say. Just fuck. That was savage. Well, after what was both physical and a mental boost for his opponent in that co-main event, CV gets his hand raised and remains the champion. It moves us on to the main event of this evening. The one, the only KM Caliber is set to defend his belt, at least going to try to defend it here, Doc, against FSK Driz. These guys are on meteoric rises in primetime MMA. Caliber has been champion in the past, but never looked so focused, never looked so dangerous as he has been in his recent performances. And he gets to take on a, familiar foe in FSK's very own Driz. My God, the way that these guys have got to this position and the action that we expect in this main event, because they can do it everywhere, is second to none. Top flight Xbox competition at its finest.
Man, this is going to be a hell of a fight. Caliber in his last few fights have looked like one of the best of all time. Like, he's put on monumental performances, and Drizz is as tough as it comes. Drizz is a problem in itself. And then we get Connor versus Volk. I always want to see that fight when in their prime. So this should be a spectacular main event.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we have got, much like we did for the co-main event, of course, the one and only Ginger put together a lovely little breakdown and promo for these two guys. So without further ado, let's have a little look at the action that they bring on.
You think you're doing your friend a favour? His family are crying. His family are crying.
This is it.
Between the Caliber starting to shots again, the body's coming, fix it. I want to like before this he's been so good that he can't even miss slightly. Beautiful work.
And just like that, we are back at it. The main event of this evening, the champion in the red corner, KM Caliber, taking on the challenger in FSK Driz. This is going to be high-level Xbox gameplay. These two guys are at the top of their game and as dangerous as they come, Doctor.
Yeah, both of them are dangerous in multiple ways. Driz had a long time to get here, won number one contender last week. Now up against Caliber, who last week was in the light heavyweight division. This time he's been preparing for the featherweight using Volk this time round. Massive change to Blasted Jam, but he should be good for it currently. Already going for that single leg.
Already? The match just started. He already shot.
That's one thing that Caliber will do, right? He'll mix it all together. He plays to his opponent, and he knows that Drizz is a sensational striker, so he's going to want to make him uncomfortable, and using the full array of mixed martial arts, especially in the early rounds with Volkanovski, will allow him to tax the stamina of Conor McGregor, who's a front-runner, Doc. Obviously, you don't want to get those hands going with Conor in that first round. He's the most dangerous early.
Yeah, if you can get Conor McGregor either on the ground or hurt early on, you're going to have a lot better, because he's such a tough opponent to weather the storm against, because he's got that power, he's got the footwork, he's got every bit of him that causes issues here.
Yeesh. And Caliber has shot for multiple takedowns already. He's mixing in the clinch. He's doing what you're supposed to do. Don't just sit there and fight from the outside against Conor McGregor. Nice.
Excellent. He's just working the leg very nicely. Trying to take him down, but the defense for Conor McGregor, FSK Driz, holding up so far over the opening 2 minutes of this fight, Doctor. It's got to be building confidence for him, being able to stop each one of them, but it is setting up the hands for Cal.
Yep, calm and patient in all critiques, working from both stances is Caliber. Happy now in southpaw. Seems like this is going to be the game. Looking for that single leg as well, digging down to that body with a straight, both of them engaging in whatever they can. Does look like Caliber's main game currently. Get either a takedown or work that stamina. Drizz is just to do overall damage, and finally that ankle pick gets Drizz on the ground.
Sheesh. That's why he wanted to get him on the ground. He knew where he had advantage at. He was so persistent with it. He kept going for it, even though he missed his takedowns earlier. It never discouraged him, Cyrus.
Yeah, from what I hear, that Caliber went and started training in the mountains of Dagestan for this fight. He's been making sure that he has been drilling those takedowns, relentless, continuously chaining them together to make sure that he gets the fight to where he's most comfortable. And of course, he's got Drizz there now with only a minute left to work, but of course that's going to be confidence building for him. He knows he can take this man down now in this first round as well, so he's still got another 4 to work with if he needs it.
Well, interestingly, according to the betting line, Drizz is a 2-1 favourite.
Man, I know. First of all, Humble is playing with the betting lines again. The betting lines are never even. If y'all notice, he's playing with these betting lines. Man.
Good work from Drizz to get back to his feet. Only 10 seconds or so left in this first round, but an entertaining back and forth battle. There seems to be advantages on both ends of the equation, whether it be in the striking or whether it be in the grappling, Jay. But you could see that this approach already starting to have a bit of an effect on Conor McGregor's stamina, and it is only the first round.
Yeah, that's why Caliber's shooting on him, because even if you don't get it, Conor's wasting stamina trying to deny the takedown, and this grappling gonna take more out of Conor than it is Volk, Doctor.
Yeah, and Volkanovski's got all that cardio to go, 5 rounds a day. McGregor, on the other hand, doesn't. It seems to be that Caliber's hoping that stamina coming into these later rounds is going to be able to win him, but Drizz with the power of McGregor as he's almost a striker, and so he understands that being on the feet and trying to find these openings is his best shot here currently.
Nice work. He's really working that jab very, very well. Drizz is looking like a, technical mastermind, to be quite honest with you, with his striking, just pinpoint precision, working the head and the body, and the defense holding up while he catches that kick as well. I can see why Caliber's choosing a more grapple-heavy approach, but that grapple-heavy approach is allowing him to unleash with some combos to boot with it. Doctor, right now, I don't really know kind of like the adjustments he needs, to be honest with you. There's such high-level gameplay going on, but this pace, there's no way that they can keep this going up, especially Conor, man. It's just so crazy. They're patching at each other non-stop.
Yeah, Drizz's biggest thing is he needs to do a lot of damage within the next round and a half, if you're being honest, because the 4th and 5th round with McGregor historically do not go very well. Volkanovski, on the other hand, he can go there. So if you're Drizz, you need to make Volkanovski aware that you have done a lot of damage, and Volkanovski is going to have a difficult time to engage, because if you don't, you're going to run into issues. For Caliber, it's the case of he needs to figure out the best way to sort his takedown. It seems to be through the means of a clinch, it seems to be through the means of also engaging in a striking battle, but he's got to be careful, because Drizz wants to do a lot of damage in a very quick succession if he can. As you said, he's been a technical striker using that jab, which means shots are going to come from angles that he may not necessarily see.
Yeah, you're right. And I would like to see Caliber throw some leg kicks with Volkanovski. Oh, Conor. That's where you don't want to be with Conor chasing you.
Yeah. Connor has the ability to pour on the pressure when his opponents are hurt, and Drizz shares that trait and accentuates it perfectly with this pick. Caliber able to survive, but I mean that may even almost play against him getting that rock, because it meant that he turned up the tempo and he's burnt even more of his stamina, brother. It's once again, we're approaching the final 30 seconds. Caliber's able to survive. All still to play for, but Connor does need a little bit more damage in, for my money, to be game going into those final rounds.
Oh my. But Connor
is just non-stop. It's always there. That's a rough round for both dudes. Caliber, he lost that round. He got stunned. For Driz, on the other hand, his stamina. Drizz is fighting a timed battle with his stamina. Has got a good recovery, but that recovery only lasts so long. By about midpoint of the third round, it's going to cause issues. Caliber's, again, he's using Volkanovski, fantastic recovery in cardio, so he's able to keep his pace on. His issue is going to be his chin health there.
The ankle pick is not working. No, he didn't shot the ankle pick so many times and hasn't got it. He needs a route to take him down. There got to be a way, and that's not the way.
Yeah, like I would normally say like panic wrestling, but I feel like Caliber's doing it because he knows that even though it's being defended, it's actually attacking McGregor's stamina. So it's actually giving him the same end result, and then he eventually gets one like this, and this is where his bread is buttered. Yeah.
Hey, that's the change up right there. Ooh.
This is what Caliber needs to start winning the rounds. Another takedown there, yeah.
Ooh.
Knew he meant off, don't worry. Oh, the jab hook from Driz once again, making that left hand is being money here this evening. And the takedown defense is impeccable, Jay.
It's almost perfect right now. Like, this takedown defense is great, and to me, I feel like that can make, if Caliber wasn't that good, it would make him discouraged and make him lose confidence. But I don't think it's going to make him lose any confidence.
Also, have you noticed McGregor's head health? It's fairly high. Like, he hasn't taken that many shots, especially compared to Volkanovski. Caliber's taken a lot more shots. His body's more hurt than he is head here currently by Volkanovski on McGregor.
Beautiful, nice little keep to the body. Oh my god, this is this fight, man. I mean, McGregor's done such a good job through the damage of equalizing out the stamina deficit, because he was like largely behind on it. He was largely behind at one point.
Oh, nice.
Well, McGregor's forcing Caliber to work quite a lot. Caliber, like, he's done so little damage for the amount of work he's done. He's been very active and constantly, but those teeps combined with just the general activity of Caliber, shooting takedowns as well as the jabs, the head kicks, the straights, all of it, he's thrown quite a lot, but he hasn't actually done much damage overall.
Very true, very true.
Oh.
Once again, I feel like Caliber's been playing for the championship rounds this entire time. I do feel like that's the case with him. But the block is basically gone. The head health is not looking fantastic. He's going to really start to taking more risks here, I feel like, Jake, because he needs to burn that stamina for Drizz like as quickly as possible. And the only way he can do that is by stepping into the fire.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Caliber heard you. He heard what y'all been saying. Caliber's trying to step it up right now. But Drizz doesn't look bad. The only concern is that stamina is still concerning me.
Yeah, you know the recovery now for... This is where it's really big. The recovery from Volk stamina-wise is going to be big. The problem, the reason it's not, he's not much further ahead at this stage in the fight is because of the damage that Driz has been able to do, like that technical proficiency on the feet. Even though he's throwing a lot, he's landing a lot. So it's what's really kept him in this right now. But like I said, this is where Volk does turn it up traditionally, and he needs to.
Driz may be up.
Yeah,
he may be up.
Yeah, I think he's up.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I feel like he's up right now.
I think this, though, can be described in the sake of McGregor's working the head, Volkanovski's working that body. For the most part, that seems to be the case, because a lot of the shots Caliber's thrown has been all to that body to work that stamina. Although that game plan hasn't worked entirely to his favour, now he can start doing head health damage to his elbows there. It also looked for a top mount, does get denied though, and McGregor's able to calm down the pace a bit more again.
working the body, slicing across into top mount. This is going to be a dangerous position for Drizz. There's a lot of time left on this clock, Jay, and you know that Caliber's a game guy in this position. He will stop those transitions.
Yeah, but this is where he wanted to be. This is a dominant position here. Oh, as long as he's on top of him, he's winning this round because he's landing.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, he needs a little bit more than this, though, right? Because he's potentially 3 down. So you know that he's going to slowly work that ground and pound. He's going to want to add it up, and as those seconds tick by, he will take more and more risk because, of course, he wants to keep this as long as he can in this position.
He got to do some damage on the ground because, like you said, he's probably down here. So while he's on this mat, he can't just settle for control. He has to do some damage on his ground.
Nice work. Good denial, man. Drizz is like on fire with his denials right now. He's doing a really good job with it. He was like a
Caliber knows he needs damage. I think he's also where he can win this round.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's going for over anything. He's going, okay, let's win this round first. Let's go for a finish when it opens.
Well, I think that, you know, what I was saying a moment ago is pretty right, that he's going to take more and more risks as the seconds tick by. He uses that to slice across into top mount. He's going to get a posture up. The ground and pound is going to be savage, but some nice blocking, some nice movement. Eats a couple of shots, though. Not too good for Driz. Only 50 seconds left to survive in this 4th round. This is, we said that Cal was going to turn it up in the championship rounds, and this is his best round, so far, Jay. It's his best round so far.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know how much he's down by is the problem. He may need a finish. That's the problem.
Yeah, for sure. Well, some people are saying 2-1 in the chat. Some people are saying 3-0. I could see an argument for either one of them, but Caliber basically needs this round and the next one to even be in the chance of winning on the judges' scorecard. But if I'm in his corner, I'm telling him to go for that finish. To be honest with you, you've got to risk it. You've got to risk it to be champ. Basically, you don't want it to be taken away by the judges.
Yeah, well, you got calls as 3-1 or 2-2. But seeing the stats, it's going to be a difficult one to tell. Put it this way, Caliber needs a similar round. He needs to do a bit more damage. If he can get a finish, 10 times better. If not, Driz is looking for maybe becoming the new champ by decision by the looks of it. Jesus.
Still all to play for. 5th and final round in the main event of Primetime 87. Xbox Gold on the line, and you can feel it, Jay. These guys fighting for every second, looking for that finish, trying to get their hands raised and take the judges out of this one.
Uh-oh. Another defense of the takedown, another denial. So if I'm Connor, I'm going to just piece him up. I'm probably up, but I got to make sure I got to get a big moment, then that's my round. Cage.
Somehow Driz is damaging Caliber, even though he's in a defensive position. This guy's quite clearly got heat in those hands. He does get taken down, not where he wants to be, especially with over 3 minutes left in this round, Doctor.
One deny puts their stamina at 0, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what they've got to be wary of. One deny allows the other guy to get a massive reversal, and that is what you've got to be really careful. One deny in this position, arm triangle gets open. One deny, but it's no number 4 guy who wants to go, so they get up and gets it, and that's what you're talking about, one deny. Back up onto their feet. Drizz's playground, it seems for the most part. Caliber trying to stay competitive, but as the rounds go on, it seems just to be more and more Drizz's ability to stay technical. Longer fighter with McGregor making it more and more difficult here.
Well, we got Humble in the chat, who's normally pretty bang on with his judging, in all fairness, on how the UFC 4s, judges things at least, and he believes that the winner of this round is champion, basically. And that looks like it may be Drizz as he gets a stun.
Oh, so you said Drizz is champ, because it looks like he's about to win this round, but the 147, and Caliber is a champion, so let's see what Caliber does from here.
Yeah, not going to count him out, my man, but this is... Oh my god, I just realised Drizz's stamina as well is actually tanking a little bit more in this round. Yeah. Only 1:20 left to go though. Nice easy takedown for Caliber. I don't know if that's where he needs to be, Jay. What do you think?
I wouldn't want to be here because his stamina been getting drained from Drizz denying him.
Oh. This is rough. Like, you have submission attempts earlier. We've seen McGregor try up earlier on in this card. He can do that. Caliber's...
Is he up? I don't think this is the best strategy if you're not up.
This is the best strategy, but I feel like... You've got to imagine it's kind of the case of...
Separate on clinch strike, I would imagine. Yeah. Didn't get any rocks off. His stamina was so low, you know, you could see it coming. 10 seconds. 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Great fight, man. Great freaking fight. Two guys with like opposing styles met in there. I don't know which way this went.
I don't know.
Is it and new or is it and still?
If it's on that third round, I kind of give it. If it is on that third round, I kind of lean towards the challenger. But I don't know, man. I'm not a judge, and thank God, Jay. Thank God, I'm not a judge. That's a fun ass fight.
I gave it to the challenger. I gave it to challenger. That's.
We'll see now. We'll see. These highlights are beautiful, bro.
That was a performance and a half from both of those guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds,
ladies and gentlemen,
the judges' scorecards for decision.
Bruce Buffer about to announce.
By split decision.
Split decision.
Alexander.
And still. And still.
What the fuck is the state? Team 48-47, either way, 2 judges.
Round 2. Volker, he actually got round 1 and 2. With nobody giving him round 1 and 2, he got round 1 and 2, bro. That's mad. That's it. That's what a fight. And still, brother. And still. KM, motherfucking Caliber, doing it for the Kingsman, doing it for himself. He's on a hot streak right now, brother. I don't care. People will be going mad about this, but you saw the stats right there. He won those first 2 rounds.
He won. Jesus.
That's a close fight.
Yeah. Excellent stuff. I mean, like, no, genuinely phenomenal night of fights. Honestly, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss right now. This is craziness. Well, guys, right, with that all being said, this has been a sensational night of fights. Make sure to tune in next Saturday. The action continues. Primetime does not stop. We do not sleep. These events will continue to be put out at the highest possible level. There's a reason that people know to look at primetime. Everybody is welcome. You can earn your way to that top and earn yourself a position to fight for that primetime gold. Many have tried, many have failed, but once again, KM Caliber adds his name to the list of people who have been able to not only secure that belt, but defend it, and on multiple occasions. So until the next time, make sure to join the raid. We appreciate each and every one of you coming through and showing support with the subscriptions, the views, and just the general vibes that you guys continue to put out in the community. It is truly, truly appreciated. We will see you in the next one. Stay safe. Much love.